Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening, everybody. We're here in the beautiful city of Hagerman, ready for some football.
Hagerman, New Mexico. We're testing mics. We're live. We know we're live. We're just trying to hear on our mics how it sounds, and then we'll get ready to start our pregame. Welcome. We've also got Rosendo Caballero.
You can hear the chuckle. You know that's
How y'all doing this evening, man? Ready for some Eunice football against the Hagerman Bobcats, I believe.
We are. You know, there's something about birds and cats.
Just don't
whether
get along.
it be the Wildcats, the Bobcats, or the
Panthers, or any of
Panthers,
them.
birds and cats, Tweety, Sylvester. It is what it is. They just don't get along, and we've got the birds and the cats here. Hagerman hosting the Eunice Cardinals. Once again, testing mics. We're going to be setting, we're literally setting in the bleachers. And these are some old school concrete bleachers, probably made in, I would guess, maybe the 30s or 40s, one of those old stadiums that was built back in the old Corps of Engineers days.
It was done right because ain't not too many cracks in here.
Pretty sturdy.
They're definitely sturdy. We'll be sitting in the bleachers. There's not really room in the press box, so we're out here. We're on the Hagerman side, so if Charlie shows a close-up and we're tarred and feathered, it's because the Bobcats didn't like the Tweeties over here on their side.
They were selling them green shirts, and I was going to buy us 3 of them just in case we had to have them to get out of here tonight.
Slip them on and act like we're from the Bobcats.
Yeah.
I got one, so just in case I need it.
yeah. I would probably wear a Hagerman Bobcat shirt.
Before you wear a jowl?
The one I was going to say was the other green, Texaco.
Oh, no.
I got a kid going to Baylor, and their stuff's green. And
it's hard to put it on.
It's hard to put that green on because I think I could wear a Jowl Panther shirt before I wear a Texaco one.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
That's saying a lot, brother.
Man, when I was young, Jowl was like the bitter rival, and it still somewhat is. At the same time,
Not like it used to be.
I think the Texaco rivalry has gotten much bigger, and I think the reason for that is because Texaco's had some success in sports. They've won a bunch of state championships in baseball, football, basketball for sure, girls sports. They're crazy dominant, and we've just always kind of had this head knocking with them over the last few years.
Us and Jowl.
Yeah, for sure. And so I definitely, there's probably some people in Eunice country that don't agree with me, but I'll cheer for the Panthers all day over the stinky little fuzzy rascals with claws, with the Wolverines, whatever.
The stinky little things, he said.
Yeah. I don't cheer for them much, but so it was nice beating them last week. We're live. We're getting ready to get started with our pregame. Just listening to mics, testing mics. Any thoughts before we jump over and see how we sound?
No, I think we're good. I did get a text message from Tiff. She said audio was coming in nice.
Sounds good.
Loud and clear. So.
Well, I won't even jump over and listen to it. I will take her word for it. Once again, we're getting ready to go live. We'll probably start our little pregame kickoff and intro here in about 4 minutes. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!" BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports and week number 8 of the NMAA high school football season. We are 3 weeks away from the 2023 high school football playoffs, and tonight is another district matchup. And one thing is for certain, District 4-2A is by far the toughest football district in the entire state of New Mexico, as 4 of the top 6 teams in the entire state are currently from District 4-2A, and 3 of the top 4 in the state are in this district. Pretty impressive. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie. And, of course, we've got Rosendo Caballero, a.k.a. Bernie Mac.
Mr. Bernie Mac.
Bernie
The
Mac.
light-skinned Bernie Mac, right?
The light-skinned Bernie.
And there's those gnats already, man.
Man, we've got some gnats here. The gnats are in full effect here in Hagerman. They're looking for a cow patty, and I think they found one in my forehead. Everybody says I'm full of it. And think
those
these,
gnats ain't lying, huh?
Like a swarm of them over
I'm
there.
telling you, I feel like, is it Linus or whatever?
with Charlie Brown?
Yeah, with
Pigpen.
it's Pigpen.
Pigpen,
With,
yeah.
with the little bugs flying around my head. That's how I feel right now. And then, of course, I've got Rosendo over there waving them my way. And so he's even giving me a few extras. We are on the road tonight in the historic town of Hagerman. You know me, doing my research in the game, trying to figure out something to talk about here in the pregame. I did a little searching of the town Hagerman, a town that was established in the late 1800s as a railroad town. As the railroad was being developed between Carlsbad and Roswell, the town was originally called Felix, of all things. Felix, F-E-L-I-X. But in 1905, the town's name changed to Hagerman, named after a popular businessman in the area. By the looks of this stadium, it was built sometime shortly thereafter. Probably Hagerman and Felix got together with with some concrete.
And
And they planted the trees around it perfectly,
that's
too,
right.
huh?
hey, they're sturdy though. These stands are pretty sturdy.
Yeah, they can hold us up.
It is
Hey, hold that
definitely
man
a
over there.
stadium that was built to last or stand the test of time. But all kidding aside, this Hagerman football stadium appears to have been one of those really built in the early 1900s. I remember going to Clayton years ago when we played, I think it was the semi or quarterfinals when I was in school, and their stadium had these similar bleachers and this similar kind of rock look around the front. And our coach at the time, Dave Lynn, kind of gave us a history lesson and told us that the Corps of Engineers had come in during the 30s and 40s across New Mexico and built some of these old stadiums, and that usually these that look like this,
We're off that.
that's part of where they came from. So I think this is, where this is at, these old concrete slab bleachers. There's one small press box over there that you can tell was built after the fact. It's kind of on stilts, and there wasn't much room in there for us. So we're out here on the Hagerman sideline in their bleachers. I played on this same grass field when I was in school. It seemed a little old and outdated then, and I'm a little old. I can tell you it looks exactly the same. I will say this, the trees that surround the field make it pretty cool, give it a unique look. Hagerman is the land of alfalfa hay. The farming of alfalfa gives this area a unique smell. When they are baling hay, it's actually a very pleasant, fresh smell.
Better than the berries up the road there.
Yes. When you get up toward Dexter, it starts smelling a little dairy-ish, but like a derriere.
He said dairy-ish. We just can't be dropping words like that, Jones.
Those are Jonesonisms. But in Eunice, we say we smell money, or the smell of money, and it's oil. Over here, I guess the smell of alfalfa and cattle
That's
is
the money.
the smell of money. These two teams enter tonight's game on two very different paths. Hagerman comes in 1-6 on the season. They've lost 6 consecutive games. All but 2 of those losses have been 50-point mercy rule shortened games, most in the first half. The total score over their last 6 games is 232-0. They have not scored one single point
Oh, my goodness.
in the last 6 games. Hagerman has not scored, like I said. In the latest coaches poll, Eunice has now moved into the #1 spot in the state.
Yeah.
The coaches this week voted Eunice #1. That means the coaches of New Mexico believe this Eunice team is the top team in 2A football. For Eunice, they entered tonight's game after a huge win over #1 ranked Texaco. In fact, Max Preps still has Texaco ranked number 1, and Eunice even lost a spot in Max Preps. Eunice is number 3 after beating the number 1 team. Doesn't make any sense, but
Go
that's
figure.
the algorithm. I've heard people saying, well, Max Preps don't matter. However,
Yeah, it
I will
does
tell
too.
you, those of you that say Max Preps don't matter and it doesn't make any sense, Max Preps is a huge factor in the decision making at the end of this season. The Max Preps ranking is one of the 6 major criteria they use when they when they determine the rankings. It's also the number 1 criteria that they use for tiebreakers. So if you have somebody that has equal records and all the other criteria are the same, Max Preps breaks those ties. So Max Preps is probably the most important if you were going to classify criteria as to the rankings when it comes to the end of the season. For Eunice, that's unfortunate this year, as right now Max Preps has us at 3, and I don't.
At 3?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah, we're number 1 in the coaches poll, number 3
I
in
figured it would
Max
be 2,
Preps.
but not 3.
Yeah, Santa Rosa's at 2, Texaco's still at 1, even after we beat them last week. Over the last 7 weeks, this Eunice team has faced a gauntlet. They have faced 2 of the top 5 ranked teams in 3A, 2 of the top 10 ranked 2A teams, a tough West Texas program, the undefeated number 1 ranked 4A program in the state in Portales, and the undefeated number 1 ranked 3A football team in the state in Dexter at the time, and the top-ranked football team in 2A football in New Mexico in Texaco. In each of their last 3 games, they have faced the number 1 ranked team in that class. The Cards took that challenge, they looked it in the eye, and they have really opened some eyes as we have moved forward. This Cardinal team has weathered the storm. Coach Jackson and his crew have done an amazing job preparing these kids, and this Cardinal team has been impressive. Last week, Eunice faced number 1 ranked Texaco in Eunice. The game started with beautiful weather, and the Cards' air assault offense was on full display. Texaco scored just before halftime, closing the Eunice lead to 21-14, and then Garth Brooks came to center stage. He grabbed his hat, he pulled it down over his eyes.
I like that.
There was a sprinkle. Just as the 2 teams headed into the halftime locker rooms, the thunder began to roll, and Garth shouted about the thunder rolling and the lightning striking. And around 3.5 hours later, Charlie Rosendo and I were finally able to get out of that press box as we sat there listening to the man above sing about the thunder rolling. And finally the game was called. Eunice got the win, 21-14. In that game, our broadcast player of the game was Eunice's Maddox Mata.
Mr. Green Glove.
Old Green Gloves himself was hitting on all cylinders, just like his new Mustang that he's been working on. Offensively, defensively, and on special teams. Offensively, Mata had 4 catches for over 100 yards receiving. He also had 40. Charlie's got a hairball again.
He swallowed some gnats.
He got a mouthful of gnats. Green Gloves also had a 45-yard touchdown catch. He also had another 47-yard catch right at the end of the first half. That where they tackled him on about the 4-yard line. On defense, he was second on the team in tackles, including a tackle for a loss on a huge play. He had a great game. He was our broadcast player of the game. Congratulations, Maddox Mata. Sophomore quarterback Elijah Melanson passed for over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran for a 50-yard touchdown and completed over 70% of his passes. Another amazing game for the sophomore quarterback. Speedster senior Ashton Thompson had another big game. He continues to lead the team in receiving. He had 3 catches for 53 yards, a 40-yard touchdown catch. Luis Gomez had another big week. He continues to get better each week. He's gotten to where he's impressive every game. 2 weeks ago, he was our player of the game. Against Texaco, he had multiple catches on offense. He led the team in tackles again on defense. Defensively, Brady Colburn had another big night. He was 3rd on the team in tackles behind Mata and Gomez. He also had an amazing interception that he returned for over 50 yards. A great game for him. Unfortunately, that interception, the run after was called back, but still a great play. for Hagerman, this football program just doesn't make sense to me. Just a few years ago, they were one of the top 5 teams in the state. In fact, we met them, I believe, in the semifinals a few years ago. Over the last few years, they've been one of the top 2 teams in state in track every single year. In fact, I think they won state just a couple of years ago. They've always got great athletes. They've always, like when you look at their track team, they always fill up like the whole field.
Where do they come from? Look
pictures.
at the football field and look at the track team.
Yeah, and that's the part that makes no sense to me. Amazing runners, amazing throwers in track, and in football, there's 16 of them out there. They have great athletes, but for some reason, they just don't show up to play football, or at least they're not this year. The Bobcats are led by senior running back Jaime Arbalos. They have him listed at over 100 yards rushing per game. Freshman wide receiver Fernando Zamora leads the receivers at nearly 80 yards per game, and quarterback Bonnie Rodriguez is the play caller and leader for this team. My keys to victory for Eunice: number 1, stay healthy. Number 2, stay healthy. And number 3, stay healthy. For Hagerman, my keys to victory are number 1, pray for rain. Number 2, pray for lightning. And number 3, pray for an earthquake. My talking points today, just a reminder, we'll be having a player at the game at the conclusion of this game, and at halftime we will have our Eunice Public Schools Employee Spotlight recognition. We have a JV game tomorrow at Eunice, so something to think about. They're getting ready to do the national anthem. Any thoughts?
Let's go out there and have some fun. If you get a big lead, put some of those rookies in there, get some experience out here in this natural grass, and like you said, stay healthy.
Yeah, so
this is one of the few fields that have grass anymore, isn't it?
Yeah, not too many of these, and it looks good. I mean,
they do a very good job.
I'm giving them a hard time about their old concrete bleachers. At the same time, the field looks good. It looks like it's in good shape. The grass is thick and nice.
And the bleachers are sturdy.
Yeah, and the staff here has been great to us ever since we
You walked in and they said, Mr. Jones, I was looking for your uncle. Like, whoa.
Man, the Hagerman staff greeted us at the gate. Mr. Jones, hey, you guys, what do y'all need? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the booth? They've been great to us, and so we appreciate Hagerman. And
they even opened up the concession there to give me a bottle of water. So.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, they take good care of us. It's funny because a lot of these towns we go to take better care of us than they do sometimes at home. They're getting ready to do the national anthem.
We'll
send it over for a word from our
school board member or
sponsors.
something. Talk to them about that.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush. We are live in Hagerman Bobcat country as your Eunice Cardinals, the #1 ranked team in the state by the coaches poll, have traveled to Hagerman to face off against the Bobcats.
And the screen is correct. Last week it was off, but the top says HHS. We are in Hagerman,
Yep.
New Mexico.
Yeah, they're both green and both little crusty critters with nails and
Yes.
whatnot, but one's a Bobcat
Yes.
and one's a stinky little Wolverine.
Which one's tougher, a Bobcat or Wolverine?
Man, I would guess the Wolverine. I've always heard them things are
Yep.
tough.
Yep.
Probably stinky as well. So.
Oh, yeah, way stinky.
Yeah,
I've never been that close to a Wolverine in my life.
Well, I've been beside a couple of Texaco Wolverines,
Yeah.
and they kind of smelt that way. But
All
we're
right,
getting ready
then.
to get started here.
All right, then.
The Eunice Cardinals will be kicking off. Hagerman to receive. Hagerman in the green. Eunice in the white uniforms, white helmets. Getting some shout-outs already.
Yep, I got some
Shout
more here,
out to
too.
the Mata family. Shout out to Vern Costanino. Man, I always butcher his name. Vern, we're shouting out to you.
Yes, Vern.
Thanks for listening.
Give a shout out to Fabian, Samuel, and Miguel. You're out there listening. Thank you for tuning in so early.
And here goes the kick. It's a little bouncer through the middle, bounces off a couple of Bobcats. Now they pick it up, and here come the Cardinals. Goodness gracious, that was like a WWE pickup slam. And one of the Cardinals, that was Mata, was slow getting up. What's he? He's holding his hand.
I think when he grabbed him, Jorge came in and hit him on that hand. So I hope he's okay.
Yeah,
But he don't have his green gloves on. I wonder why.
That's true, and now he's limping over. That's not. Is that
That's
Mata?
number 15.
Is it?
Yeah, let's
He's
make
headed
sure.
off the field. Maybe it's 19 or 16. I don't know.
No, that's 15.
No, that's 15.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Maddox Mata
that's
Jr.
scary. He's run off the field holding on to something. So here comes Hagerman, 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 24-yard line. They're going to have 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the right. They've got the quarterback. I believe that's going to be Rodriguez in the backfield. Rodriguez said he's ready. Here comes the snap, and there's people moving on both sides. Eunice looked like they might have come across
Yeah,
early.
the call against Eunice, number 72.
Yep, and so big 7-2 jumps offside. 7-2 is the Boyd. Caden Boyd jumps across the center there, and so they'll march it off 5 against Eunice.
And we're not up real high, so you're going to be seeing the top of all those football players' heads all night.
And I'm going to have to look through them trying to call who's got the
Yeah,
ball.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to hit laugh about y'all.
So ball now spotted about the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Rodriguez hands it right up the middle to his running back, who's going to duck his head and plow forward. I believe that was Arabalos. Is that how you say that?
Yes, sir.
My Spanish interpreter is here beside me. He can help me with that. Jaime Arabalos.
We'll just call him Jaimito.
Yep.
You just got to roll your tongue, Jimmy.
My tongue doesn't roll very good. I just
Cardinals.
and so that sounds like Coach Gaetan. Cardinals. All right, so here we go. Hagerman heads back up there. It's 2nd and 1. Ball spotted about the 33-yard line. Hagerman heads to the line of scrimmage. They're in that same set, and
The double whistle was blown.
Got a whistle.
fish is blowing whistles.
Oh, they're telling me they got to tuck their shirts in.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, we have some fashion statement out there made.
Yeah, we had to take a break for some shirt tucking.
Somebody's girdle was visible from here.
Yeah, I could see the girdle. You never want to see the girdle.
No.
And so here we go. Hagerman heads
Charlie.
back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Rodriguez in the backfield in the shotgun. Kind of got that little running back, Arabolos, setting over to his left. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle. He plows ahead, and I think he's going to have more than enough for a first down as he went right up the middle. Tackle made, I believe, by Boyd.
Look at the spot of that guy and this guy. Big
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
Just enough, let's see.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be enough for a Bobcat
It is.
first
So that's
down.
a
I'll
Hagerman
measure that.
Bobcat first down as they plowed ahead. And
Moving
so
the ball.
that'll be the first down of this ball game. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Hagerman.
Kind of a slow pace for Hagerman. go out there, kind of old school.
Yep.
Get the huddle, cover the line.
Well, and I was trying to look out there and see if that's our normal.
Defensive
I
squad.
guess it is kind of our normal defensive guys. It looks
Other
like
than
a little bit
15.
of a different set.
We're probably trying a different scheme, I
Yeah,
believe.
it does look like a completely different scheme. So here goes Hagerman in the snap. Rodriguez looking past. The left-hander
Open.
throws it over to the left side.
And he
that
caught
ball
that.
is caught.
Number
Hagerman
22.
coming out and taking it to us.
By number 22,
And going down hard is
Fernando Zamora. That was an excellent catch.
Oh, no.
Cardinal
That's
goes
13.
down, and that's 13. That's going to be
That's our
Elgin
kicker,
Woods.
And our running
Our
back.
kicker and our running back, and he's
looking down
on the
at his
ground,
ankle or his
holding
knee?
an ankle or a knee, yeah.
Man. Well, in this quick time, I'll give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, and Redbird Garage, our proud sponsors of today's district game, correct, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
It's a district game, our second district game here. The score is 0-0 in the first quarter. 9 minutes and 53 seconds remain here.
That is correct, and we've got Woods on the floor or on the field. You know, Woods has been the leading rusher for this team all year long. He's averaging almost 150 yards rushing per game, and he's had multiple games where he was in 200 yards. And he's limping over to the side, but he is up and walking on his own power.
Mr. Miyagi went out there and rubbed some heat on it.
And that makes a big difference on playing on natural grass. Gives a little bit more than turf does, so we have to adjust to that.
Yeah, most of our games anymore on that turf field don't have the yeah, I got people asking me if we're having problems or are they having problems on the broadcast. Everything on our end looks good to me. All the lights are up. Everything's flashing. It looks like we've got full service.
And I'm watching it right here, and we're going pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little delayed, like always, but
yeah.
I haven't had no glitches over here.
Here goes Hagerman. They're going to run it to the right side. That's Arbalos. He's looking down the field, trying to find an open space. He comes running in there and does some kind of spin move. Probably about 3 yards before he got to the defense. He spun around like a little, what do they call that, a pirouette or whatever? It looked like an ice skating move.
Yes, way too soon. Wait. Get contact first and then spin.
Hey, but, 4 yards. Yeah, I was going to say he gets 4 yards with the little pirouette.
Let's just throw that out of your repertoire.
Yeah. No, I got it in there. It's in there somewhere. I got to pull it out. He did the ice skating move there, whatever it's called. Yeah. So Hagerman back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the right hash. It's going to be second. We'll call it 7. Ball spotted about the 44-yard line in Eunice Cardinal territory. And
was that Eunice?
I think it was a bunch of Bobcats. I saw Bobcats moving all over everywhere.
It's going to offset?
No, it ain't offset.
He's calling another guy. Oh, because he threw a flag over there too, huh?
There was Bobcats wiggling everywhere. It looked like a herd of Bobcat kitties, and they were
wiggling in there.
There were a lot of wiggling.
A lot of wiggling.
You know, like if you see a mama cat and she's got her little cats and they're all getting a drink and they're all down there wiggling, look at that. That's kind of what that looked like. There was Bobcats moving everywhere.
Those are wiggly Bobcats?
Those are some wiggly Bobcats right there.
Where that guy said, everybody moved except the center.
That's right. Yeah, the announcer up here said everybody moved except the center, and he is right. Shout out to Shane Williams. We appreciate you listening. He says everything sounds good on his end and looks good. So
he has good internet.
So 2nd and 12. Ball spotted. We'll call it the 40. We'll call it the 48-yard line. Hagerman back to the line of scrimmage. 3 backs in the backfield. They had some movement here. They dragged the ball runner down in the backfield, probably 6 deep. That was number 34.
That's Fabian Ornelas got himself. Was that considered a sack?
Ornelas. I think that is a sack, even though they faked the handoff. That'd be a sack.
That was a double fake handoff. You see that?
Yes.
That was pretty cool if it worked.
Yep.
But there was a flag on the play, and I believe it's.
Looks like they're going to scoot Hagerman back. Going to have some sort of motion or illegal procedure on the Bobcats.
I'll have to put a muzzle on old Charlie.
I'm have to do something.
You need a cough drop.
Get
him a drop. You know, they've got those gummy drops that you can get now that'll just clear that right up. Now, your broadcast.
Is that one you get in Colorado?
You'll be broadcasting like Snoop Dogg, but you'll be rhyming the broadcast.
Clear right on up. Huh?
You'll be like, with so much drama in the Hagerman, it's kind of hard being
Start doing some rhyming and
yeah,
rhyming.
something like that. Okay.
Back to the football game, ladies and gentlemen.
So here goes Rodriguez
He's
looking down the
pass.
field. He throws it into the middle, and that
Ooh.
ball's
Wow.
man. I was like, it's a caught again right in between four Cardinals,
Yes.
but then
That ball should never gotten there, but it did.
it rattled out after he hits the ground.
Wow.
So it's going to be an
Incomplete.
incomplete pass.
Very nice try by
What's nice about these old stadiums, you're like right on the field.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the players here are giving me a piggyback into the what's happening out there. You know, I just got my arms around their neck. I'm trying to stay warm, and they're holding me, and you know, it's just love.
It is kind of
everywhere.
cool too.
That's right.
Yeah,
Like cold, like
we
not
kind
like
of brought our
cold.
jackets tonight.
So it's 4th down, and we'll call it 20. Ball spotted about the 46. Hagerman looks to be punting. They
nice
are,
punt.
and they punt one away.
That was a
It's
good punt.
skipping
Gomez?
down the field. Gomez picks it up. He's going to head up the sidelines. Has a couple of people grab at him, and he stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out.
Stepped on that white line.
Is that 10, 20? I think that's about the
25,
26.
26, yeah.
So it'll be Eunice ball. They'll take over here. 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the. They're saying 27 up in the booth.
Okay.
So
Give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Parker Energy Service, and BTH Service and Rentals.
all right. Appreciate Cam and Belinda listening back home. And they're saying everything sounds good on their end. We're going to hand
Oh,
it right
the
up the middle to
Garcia.
Garcia. Garcia with a big hole. Gets it across down close to midfield. Kevin Garcia, the senior.
That was a big old gap he went through there.
And he's all the way down to the 49-yard line. Gets taken down just before midfield.
Eunice is already on the line.
And that's not a good sign because normally the
Yes.
first series is who? Running back?
Yeah, Woods. And Woods he went out on defense hurt and hasn't come back in the game yet. So here's the snap to Melanson. He's rolling to his right, looking
Wide
down
open,
the
15,
field.
15.
He's
Oh.
going to tuck it and go. That's probably a good thing. He breaks for 10, 15. He's going to pick up about 15 yards. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 36.
Good job there. Nobody was open at the moment, so he took off running. Give a shout out once again to Samuel, Miguel, and Fabian. They're listening from Midland, Texas.
All right.
We appreciate you. The last couple of broadcasts, we've had people in Brazil,
Yes.
people down in Mexico, people all over everywhere, Utah, Florida. So Melanson in the backfield by himself, takes a snap, throws it out here to
Thompson.
Thompson.
Oh,
Off
my
of
goodness.
Thompson's hands. I think Thompson was thinking run before he got it.
Yeah.
He made a
don't-
motion to Melanson like, hey.
Lead me a little bit.
That don't happen very often there.
Yeah.
You don't usually miss them.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball will be spotted back about the 36.
Watch that football over there bouncing. He'll hit the camera. You got to be
Probably,
able.
might be on purpose.
We got a jiu-jitsu guy here. He'll hit it before it gets there.
Jiu-jitsu guy's missing all the hide off his feet. There's the snap to Melanson, looking down the field.
Wide
He's going
open.
to air it out.
Wide
He's got
open.
Thompson.
Oh, in and out of his
Oh,
hands.
my goodness.
Thompson, the ball hit him right in the hands at the 5-yard line.
This is a for sure touchdown.
I mean, nobody within 3 yards of him. The ball's in and out of his hands.
Oh, man.
It was.
He was looking at his hands like maybe he
What
needed a
happened?
brace or
Did
something.
he bring the right hands?
I think he left the other set at home.
Man, hit him on stride. Oh, but there's a flag on the play. What's going to be the call?
Going to cost the Cardinals 10 yards.
Oh,
Holding.
holding on the Cardinals, so they'll scoot us back.
Yeah, that's as
So
good
the
as more.
touchdown wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Gives us more room to run, don't it?
Yeah.
Right at 6.
So it's going to make it
We gotta catch
2nd
it.
and
We gotta catch
20.
it.
Now they've spotted the ball about the 46-yard line.
I concur.
Eunice back to the line of scrimmage. They send the man in motion.
Oh, low
Ball
snap.
snapped off the ground, but
Garcia.
picks it up. He's got a big gap
Cut
through the
and move,
middle.
baby.
He's
Cut.
bobbing
Oh.
and weaving. He's
Get
across the 30,
First
down to
down.
the 25, still on his
Oh.
feet, and he's plugging ahead all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'm going to call it the 21.
That'll be a
I
first
concur.
down.
Nice job. They're getting the ball running as fast as he can up that gap and kept moving.
North and south. I was at the barber
Yes.
shop today, and you know how the old guys like me get at the barber shop on Friday afternoons, and we were talking about our kids running north and south. They've got to keep the ball north and south, quit
Yep,
running east and
yep,
west.
yep.
That was a good one there by Garcia. Melanson takes the snap, hands it to Garcia again. He shakes
Oh,
one
there's a flag on the play.
plowing through the middle, plowing ahead. I'm assuming where that flag come in, you're probably looking at another hold.
I concur on the
See
backside.
who that's on.
Huh.
Trying to see.
It's going to be against the Bobcats.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I was
wow.
wrong on that one.
What?
So, yeah, I know I don't say that very
I know.
often, but
Thank God we're recording this.
That was a good call. That was a good call. I'm pretty
yeah, so
sure.
they called that penalty on Hagerman. And I don't
What was the penalty called?
I don't know, but they're marching them way down there.
Wow.
Down to inside the 10-yard line, so that's going to make it first and goal from just inside the 10, about the 9.5.
Penalty with the yardage is going to end up first down.
So Eunice back
first
to
and
the line
goal
of scrimmage, 3 receivers wide to the right, or to the left,
To the
2
left.
to the right. Melanson in the backfield by himself. Takes a snap, looking past the whole way. Looks across, throws it into the end zone.
Oh,
and that is
High-end
a
Castro.
touchdown. High-end Castro with the touchdown from the pass from Melanson.
Beautiful job. Caught it in traffic. Got control of the ball. Got possession. Made a touchdown.
So the Cardinals get on the board first, 6-0, and we'll see. Yeah, Woods limping, but he's headed out onto the field for the kick. He's limping big time.
Now, is it his kicking foot or is it his foot he's going to plant on after he kicks? That makes a big difference.
Yeah, I concur. So Eunice setting up for the PAT with a limping Woods. Woods back there signaling he's ready.
You know, in a game like this, I would have gone for 2. Who am I to say that? But you know.
So here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up.
That's not good.
And
Woods.
Woods instantly starts limping big time again, and he heads off. Not sure exactly what he's done to himself. You hate to see that, though. It's 6-0. The Cardinals in the lead early. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Our sponsors for tonight's games are Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Carter Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, and Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Guns Up Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oilfield Services, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals. Our proud sponsors of today's district game as Eunice leads here in the first quarter, 6-0 with 6 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Hey, I'm going to say it again because I heard it after our touchdown, the Eunice fight song. Somebody out there, I love y'all. Come on now. Somebody. Get somebody to record an updated version
Isn't that
of
double
that.
negative somebody?
I like our fight song. I love the fight song. It just sounds like some 1940s propaganda music. I think we could get a more updated recording of it. Maybe we could get like an AI band to play it.
Don't we work for a radio station?
Yeah. Maybe we can get them to
maybe
find
say,
somebody.
hey, you know what, guys, Tiff, on your free time, can you make us this?
I'll
Put her
reach
on the
out
spot,
to the
huh?
Hobbs band or to the Texas Tech band. I bet you I can get somebody to play it for us and record it like in stereo.
How about
where it
Texaco's
sounds
band?
good? No, you got to ask them. There's like a weird kick.
It's a different kicker, too.
It's a backup kicker.
That's Calvillo kicking it, and he has a kind of
Man, I
sore
don't know
knee
what
as
to
well.
call that. He propped it straight up. It looked like a punt. And
I'd be trying for an onside kick.
it went about 15 yards. And so
With 20 in the air, right?
yeah, so they're going to spot it about the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Hagerman. And we've got some issues going on with Woods, our kicker. He got hurt on defense the last series.
Kicker / running back /
Yeah, does
defensive
a lot,
end.
lot for the Cardinals. And so I don't see him back out there on defense right now.
No, we do not.
So anyway, here comes Hagerman to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez, the quarterback, in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers right, 1 to his left. He's got Arbalos back there with him.
Oh,
And there goes a bunch of Bobcats moving again.
Back them on up.
Looks like that's going to be a false start.
Yeah,
The
you're
Bobcats
correct.
are going to move backwards.
That's going to be a dead ball foul. That will back up the Bobcats 5 yards.
So we're going to push him back 5 yards here. That's a good thing for the Eunice Cardinals, but a bad thing for the Hagerman Bobcats.
Yeah, so that'll make it 1st and 15 out here on a cool, crisp night in Hagerman. Starting to get a little cool. I'm seeing Resendo over there with his arms closed or crossed. I got mine crossed.
Fixing to put my jacket on.
Charlie's like nothing about to take his T-shirt off.
Yeah, he's thinking about taking his drawers off. There's a snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle. That was number 7, Rodriguez.
And he was stopped at the.
I can't tell which one of them's playing quarterback. Maybe they're just snapping it to either one of them.
And that was tackled by Rigo, number 30, I believe, right?
Even Charlie's getting the jacket. Them blood thinners getting to him. He's like, I got to get this jacket
I'm
on.
thinning her out there.
And I'm sitting over here shivering, teeth chattering. That might keep me from talking as much.
That'd be a blessing in disguise.
I better go get a jacket and a beanie because
Yeah, my
I
alarm,
don't- we're not going to need it. We're not going to need it.
my
Papa.
alarm went off on the way over here, and I said, "Oh, that's my blood thinner." And so he goes, "I need to get it for you." I said, "No, I got it."
He was driving. I got a little scared. I was like, whoa.
driving 80 and his
Yeah.
alarm's going off. All right, so here goes Hagerman, 2nd, and we'll call it 15. Here's the snap. They fake
nice
the
pass.
handoff.
He's
Now they're
open,
going to
too.
throw it. They throw it across the middle of the field, and
There's a
they're going to
flag.
call a pass interference on the Cardinals.
Pass is incomplete. However,
Did you see that quarterback? He went to pump it, and he slipped out of his hands.
see what they got
Yeah.
here. It may be defensive pass interference.
Yeah, they're going to call the Cardinals for pass interference. I believe they called that on
Yes, it is.
6.
Yes, that's
Austin
McCullough.
McCullers.
I don't know if that was a good call or not.
Anything against Eunice ain't never good for Charlie. Huh?
Yeah,
That's a true
I didn't
Eunice fan
see
out there.
that.
Yeah, I can't concur with that one there, buddy. Yeah, no,
Might need to borrow my glasses.
yeah, might have to come get mine.
As close as we are, nobody should be wearing glasses right now, man.
Man, I can't see no more if I don't have glasses on.
Well, where are they going now?
In my wrestling match, I was
Wait a minute.
tackling
They're
referees
going the wrong
and
way.
whatnot. Yeah, they are. What did they? I'm not sure what's happening here.
I don't know.
Now they went back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe it's a
Oh,
line of scrimmage foul or a
that'll
penalty.
barely be a first down then, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
First down and 1 yard, right? Oh,
I don't
I'd measure that if that was Hagerman.
I don't know why we did that.
I wouldn't. That's
It was
not a
first
spot
and
foul.
15. Yeah, even if it is, I mean, if it's from the original, no matter where it was at, it was going to end up there.
Well, they're
And
gonna
see,
measure it.
even the chain
I guess.
guys
No,
are over there
I
like.
guess not.
Result in a first down for the Bobcats.
Right now, it's showing first down and about a
No, it
foot.
ain't.
No,
First
no,
and
I'm
10.
confused because they just put
15.
Second down.
Second down and
is
1.
short.
Why? Why? It was a 5-yard
yeah.
penalty. Then they got 15. That makes no sense to me. It's second and a foot, but I'm
Hey.
scratching my head. All right, here we go. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff up the
Different
middle,
quarterback.
rolling right, looking down the field. They throw it down the field.
intercepted,
And they're
Oh,
going to call
yes.
it a catch.
and that's by the Austin McCullough.
McCuller.
McCullough, yes.
Yeah, so McCuller with the interception. I got to be honest with you. I didn't think there was any way he caught that, but I'm all for it on the Cardinals side.
The ref was right there too, so
And we are too. Man,
Yeah,
that
he must
ball
have
looked
got
like
his
it hit
hands
the
under
grass
it, I
to me,
guess.
but hey, I will take it.
I think that was a good call.
I
really.
try to call a spade a spade. I didn't think he caught that, but I'm good with him.
We'll take it.
So first and 10, ball spotted about the 31-yard line. Hagerman had people
Going
running
off
onto
the
the
field.
field straight off the sidelines. We throw it completed over to the right side.
Who is that?
Bobbing, weaving.
That's
Thompson, he's bobbing, weaving.
He's still bobbing.
He's still
and weaving.
bobbing. He's
Oh,
still
wow.
weaving.
Man,
And he drug some people around with him and bobbed and weaved some more.
he bobbed and weaved for 15 yards after the catch. Beautiful job by the young man. First catch in the ball, because that's his first catch of the night after they thrown through it 3 times. That's a good job by him.
He kind of looked like me the first time I went to like a quince out there when they started playing some cumbias. I was bobbing, I was weaving.
Weaving?
I didn't know what I was doing, but I could bob and weave.
Who's that white guy on the floor?
That's right. he
that's
was
old Bob
bobbing.
Weaver, isn't it?
Bob Weaver, that's right.
Oh,
So Brady Coburn, they handed up the middle to Coburn. He's going to pick up about 5 before he gets brought down, maybe 4.
yeah, we're giving 4. So Eunice has different players running in and out, which is a good game to get some playing time for them as well.
Yeah. So it looked like they give him about 4. Ball spotted about the 48-yard line. We'll call it the 48. Pretty close to the 48 anyway. Second down, and we'll call it 6. Eunice back in the shotgun. Melanson takes the snap, throws it out here to Thompson. Thompson catches that one, turns the corner, heading up the sideline, trying to. He tried to bob and weave,
Yeah,
and
slipped on his.
slipped down about the 45.
But he did get the first down for the Eunice Cardinals. That first down is brought to you by the Eunice Public Schools and the City of Eunice.
A reminder, stick around at halftime. We'll be talking about our employee spotlight for the Eunice Public Schools. We'll also have our player of the game selected at the end of the game. So make sure to stick around and listen. Tomorrow we have JV football at Eunice. They've changed the time, my understanding. There goes Mata around
Green
the
gloves.
right side. He's
Get
got a
there.
big
Get
gap.
there.
He's to the 35, the
He
30,
gone.
25,
He
20.
gone.
He breaks the
Oh!
tackle. Oh, and he
Somebody
gets
got
all
him.
the way down to about the 10,
They kinda
maybe
tripped him
inside
up.
the 10.
Man, that looked good, too.
And Mata with a great run. He was our player of the game from last week, picking up where he left off.
Once that kid gets running, man, it's hard to catch him.
And he does run north and south.
I believe so.
So Mata with the ball down inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal from the 9. Eunice heads back out here. 2 receivers left. Tight end over on the right side.
There he is.
Cheater, rolling,
There he is.
throwing it across, and nobody knew who that was to. Both
There
of
was
them.
3 people wide open, like, you get it now, you get it now, you get it.
Going to the referee, maybe.
I think it was to the tight end,
Yeah.
if I was a guessing man.
So I believe that was Jeter. Was that Jeter dragging through the backside? And then on the far backside, you even had Gomez.
Gomez, yeah, you had all three of them. They're wide open.
Yeah.
I guess nobody wanted it. So we'll do it
So
again.
Jeter heads back in there. You've got a double tight end set here. You've got Jeter on one side, and you've got Gomez on the other. So, and then, shoot, with the two Gomez's and Jeter, you've got three people that are all 6'3" or
once
better.
again.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was an Melanson-like pass there. That was headed
Kinda
over there to the
lobbed it
long
over.
jump.
And it's a beautiful night to be throwing the ball. There's no wind, no humidity.
So
humidity?
the Hagerman crowd, all 12 of them going crazy right now.
You can't count us. You can't count us.
Trying to encourage
There's always
their
10
Bobcat
or 9.
defense to get the stop here. It's 3rd down and 9, 3rd and goal. So the Cardinals head back to the line of scrimmage. Melanson in the backfield. He's got Garcia back there. He fakes the handoff. He's going to tuck it and run. He ducks in, and he is in. 6 points on the board for
Let me just take care of this
Melanson.
business.
Yeah, nobody wants to catch it. I'll run it in. That touchdown was brought to you by BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Eunice Record and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, and Devon Energy. Who's going to go out there and kick? We're going for 2.
Who was our first touchdown a while ago? I missed it on
That
my notes.
was Kevin Garcia, wasn't that? You ran
Kevin?
it in?
Sounds good to me.
If not, we'll look. Who was it, Tiff? You can look at the video for us. Come on, Jones. You slacking over here, bud.
I was slacking. I was just into the game, enjoying the Nats. Going for 2 is the Cardinals.
Run it out,
Driving,
run it out,
looking,
run it out.
running around that right side.
Wide open.
Throws it
Oh,
in and
just
over
out of his
the heads
hands.
of Colburn. Just out of reach, and so Eunice's try for 2 is no good. It's going to be 12-0. The Cardinals in the lead.
Shout out to our sponsors one more time: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Gas, Eunice Record and Rentals, Guns Up Services, Davies Country Kitchen, and Herrera's Oilfield Service.
Yes, we appreciate those sponsors. You're the ones that make these broadcasts possible. The Cardinals with an early 12-0 lead, as we mentioned. I got a message here that says, "Can you ask the camera guy not to zoom quite so much? He gives us a headache when he moves the camera."
Like, I was trying to see if he was smiling or not that one guy.
I don't think the zooming in and zooming out's half of the problem.
They said when he zooms that close and then moves the camera, we can see nothing but a flash and blur. So I'll tell him to back out a little bit. All right, so the Cardinals.
Who's going to be the kicker? Number
Yeah.
54, right? I think 54 is going to be kicking it. Sorry to cut you off there, Jones.
That's okay. I'm trying to figure it out too.
It's going to be Nick Hernandez.
We're not starting another game.
What? We're starting another game?
So Hernandez back to the.
What do you say starting another game? What game are we playing? Tic-tac-toe?
Hernandez back to kick. And so here we go. Here comes the kick. It's a little poochie up into the air over the first row, skipping down the turf. Bobcats pick it up.
Run.
Here goes Eunice, and the ball
fumble,
is on the ground.
And Eunice recovers.
picked up by
Oh, they're
number-
going to say it's
Oh,
contact.
no.
Come on, brother.
No way.
That ain't even close to down. No. How's that down?
They stole that away from Hector Sosa. That young man did a beautiful job recovering the ball that came out of that young man's hands. But
They're going to have a first down right at
I don't know.
What in the world?
We're seeing 2 different games there, Mr. Jones.
Man, I like I said, I called a while ago when I thought Hagerman got done dirty. The Cardinals got done dirty.
He said done dirty.
No, they got done dirty.
Done real dirty.
Yeah, dirty deeds got done cheap or something, because that was done dirty right
Dirt
there.
cheap.
That was
Grass
done
cheap.
dirty.
Where do you come up with these 1972
I just-
sayings,
I
bro?
just make it up on the fly because I was born back then.
I think there was a song about that or something.
I think there was too.
We sung it, Johnny Cash?
Probably.
No.
May have been
Oh, there's a gorilla in the
oh
stands.
my goodness.
And I'm not talking about Charlie.
Maybe that's
He's
a
right there.
bobcat.
That Bobcats are. He's selling chocolate.
It ain't Halloween yet. But it's close.
Chocolate what?
Chocolate bars.
That's
Little
chocolate.
fundraiser.
Oh, we're gonna get
Chocolate.
some chocolate bars in.
He is a gorilla.
It is a gorilla.
It is a
huh?
gorilla. You a gorilla? Cool, bro.
Gorilla.
What kind of gorilla?
All right.
He's a chocolate gorilla. He's He's telling jokes.
I don't know.
Nah, I'm good, bro. It gives me a dry throat. I'm on the radio. Appreciate it, though.
We appreciate you. We got the
Here,
gorilla.
Come over here.
Charlie likes chocolate.
Charlie's
chocolate
got
bar.
some money. He's ready for some.
How much are they?
You got an extra box?
They're
You just got one, huh?
$50 for that chocolate bar right
That's
there.
a Gorilla Bar
We
right
got
there,
a
brother.
Special.
You ever heard Gorilla Glue? That's Gorilla Bar.
All right. Thank you.
Give a shout out to our sponsors on this quick commercial one more time. Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, The City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals. Sorry, I had to speed up the Georgian.
Hey, and I got about 10 messages, literally 10, right here. Randy Gladden, Miss Davis, Shane Williams, Sean Roach, John Dean Davis, Mata, all telling me that it was Castro that scored the first touchdown. So
Castro.
all of those messages all
Who's
popped
Castro?
up.
Oh, Hyen Castro,
Hyen.
number 10.
Yeah.
He caught it on his back corner.
Yeah, so we appreciate the update. We gotta have you guys to keep
Yeah,
us
yeah.
in line
Thank y'all for
every now
watching.
and then.
It was just a test. Make sure y'all are
That's
paying
right.
attention.
We're just testing you.
That's all it was.
So here goes Hagerman looking past. They throw the ball down the field.
Oh, good job.
Good
Ooh,
job
almost
there
picked
by
it off.
McCuller.
Oh, come
and here comes
on.
another flag at the end.
At the opposite end from the white hat, 50 yards away.
Nice try there. There's a flag on the
What's he gonna call?
Let's see what that
Unnecessary roughness. Oh, he's up in the air trying to attempt to catch the ball. Yep.
So is that a flag?
I don't know. I don't play football.
I don't play football. I don't either anymore. And what was a penalty when I played is not anymore.
He's going to wave it off.
He's going to pick his
Well,
flag up.
After discussion, they're going to pick up the flag, so no penalty.
Rosendo going to get us shot here in a minute. He's up there
He's
cheering.
clapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go Cards!
That's right.
Hey, if you start getting beat up,
hit
I will
somebody.
videotape us so we got proof.
That's
okay, buddy?
right. Here's the snap. Rodriguez looking down the field. He's going to
Going
let it go.
deep.
He throws it into the middle of the field. And two players go up. Nobody comes down with it. The ball's on the grass.
At least there's not a flag.
He's throwing off his back foot, too. He's a little lefty out there.
Yeah, and he's looking at his receiver like, hey, why didn't you catch that, man? Are you not
was only-
plastic, man? Can your arms not
It's only
grow
10
another
feet
4
over
feet?
your head.
Look, he's still talking to him. Look, he's like, what are you doing? I
on,
threw it right
Don't you know the route?
I threw it right where you needed it. Just out there about 20 yards in front of you. All right, so here we go.
Can you jump a little?
3rd down and 10. Ball
Or a lot.
spotted about the 33-yard line. Hagerman heads to the line of scrimmage.
Give a shout out to one of my fellow partners, Matt Coy.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt. Here goes the snap. Hands it right off up the middle. Eunice is right there. They got a whole host of folks led by number.
And
Is
they're
that
waiting a long time to
Calvillo?
blow that whistle.
I think so. Khalil had his hands. Wouldn't let him go. No, 63.
63. So 6'3"
That's a
is
big old boy, too.
Joel Jimenez.
Good defense. Ball.
Joel Jimenez? Where's he been at all year?
I don't know where he's
Did
been
we
all
pick
my
him up
life.
on the way? Over here? That's a big old boy.
For the Bobcats.
How big an old boy is he?
Yeah,
Big old boy.
about 6'1", 245 pounds.
So 4th down and about 12. Hagerman looks to be punting again.
You
They
reckon?
picked up a Maljamar on the way over here.
So I'll have a Matt Coy story for you here in just a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
Once
Is this something we can say on the radio?
Oh, yeah.
Is that going to get bleeped out? Or
No bleeps. And here goes the punt. It's
kid
a
is quick.
strange one. Yeah.
Oh, Gomez gets it on the
Gomez
run.
grabs
Oh.
it on the run, shakes a tackler.
Get there,
Oh,
get there.
Don't you do it. I could see him looking at it. Oh, he shakes another tackler, still on his feet to the 40, the 35.
He's still on his
Yeah,
feet.
still on his feet.
Oh,
to
he
the
called him
30.
out.
All right.
Yeah,
so
hey,
he's-
man, take that
they
tackle.
call him down about 35. A Matt Coy story. So right after Matt had got out of high school, maybe a year or so, he told me, he said, I think I want to be a state cop. I think that's what I want to be. So he called me, and I took him on a ride-along. And I think he went on a couple ride-alongs with me, but I want to say he's the guy that I think I arrested like 3 people in one shift and had to wrestle a couple, and Matt Coy was like, I'm not sure this is what I want to be when I grow
I
up.
had a couple of ride-alongs, but not by choice.
There's the snap. Melanson rolling to his right.
Just
he
take it.
bobs
Just
and
take it.
weaves. Thought
Take
about a
it.
little option. Now he's tucking
go,
it
go,
around
go,
the
go.
right side, still on his feet. He's past the first down and
Steps
going
out
to
of
run
bounds.
out of bounds about the 20-yard line, I believe.
That's smart.
Yep.
That's first down and going out.
What I liked about that, he decided right away, it's a busted play. I'm going to run for the sideline, get as much yards as I can.
Yep.
Games like this, that's what you have to do. Focus on stuff like that.
Appreciate you, John Dean Davis, out there listening, as well as Sean Roach, Shane Williams. We appreciate you.
Service.
Yeah, got some great folks out there listening. Randy Gladden.
Oh, there go Green Gloves. Get there.
There
Get
goes
there, Green
Mata.
Gloves.
He turns it around the
He
corner.
gone.
He's going to break it
Touchdown.
down the sidelines, and Mata is in for 6 more. No yellow laundry on the field, so Maddox Mata with the 21-yard touchdown reception.
Oh, are we going to go back-to-back here?
He does make it to the end zone.
21-yard
For the
TD
with the point after.
reception.
Make sure you write that down.
Yes, I'm writing them this time because I don't want to miss another one. And so that makes it 18-0. And we will have the kicking unit coming on. They're going to send the young kicker back out there. I believe that's was it Rodriguez?
Nick Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Big 5'4".
All right.
He's a junior.
So 5'4" heads out there. Nick. He drops it down. The kick is up,
Oh,
and
it is good. And the Eunice crowd goes crazy.
and he
Right.
makes it, and the Eunice group
He was
goes,
surprised himself.
He's a man that went through.
The whole crowd goes crazy on the PAT.
Technical difficulties, I guess, in the message.
Give a shout out to the sponsors this evening: Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Devon Energy, Guns Up Service, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Parker Energy Service, BCA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Cardinal Hardware.
I got a message here about Joel Jimenez. He had been out hurt a lot of the season with a hurt ankle, and he just came back.
Wow.
So I've got some people messaged me
Oh,
that.
63?
Yeah, when you said, where's that big boy been my
Yeah.
whole life?
He makes a big difference out there. He covers a lot of
Yeah,
area.
he's a big boy. He's a
big a boy.
How big old boy? He's a big old boy.
Oh, those used to listen to those on cassettes back in the day. You remember that?
Yeah, I don't, but I'll say I do just for the sake
Oh,
of the conversation.
He talks just like you.
Man, woo, how big old boy are you?
All right, so here we go. Eunice getting ready for the kickoff. Here it is. It's a little poocher. It skips
get
off
there,
the
Eunice.
ground. Eunice was close to getting to that one. That was Manta. Ball going to be down about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Hagerman. Eunice with a 19-0 lead here in the first quarter.
Good job there,
30
brother.
left. First quarter.
It's
You
good,
know,
good, good.
I will tell you, the first quarter ends, I'm gonna have to get up and put on my little sweater.
Little sweater.
Yep.
We can get you some coffee if you want to.
Yeah, I might need some in a minute, and maybe like a hot cocoa, maybe some of them little heat pads to put on my hands. Feel like I'm at the deer woods or something up here shivering. And
It's
it's
gonna get
early.
colder.
Oh, it's gonna get cold. Yeah, I started to dress warm, and then I looked at the weather, and I was like, man, it's gonna be in the 70s till like almost 9 o'clock. So I was like, I'll be all right. And I can tell you, it's gonna get cool up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
come on, bud. He's been standing
Oh.
up the whole evening. Number 71 for the Hagerman Bobcats.
Yep.
He doesn't remember the count.
That's Aiden Donahue. He Donahue snapping the ball, but he jumped a little early there. It's going to make it 1st down and 15.
That poor kid has done it first.
Ball spotted about the 31.
30 left.
Just let it go.
I am
Tell that
Just let it go.
Just when I get up, throw that ball, boy.
Just let it go.
All right, so Hagerman back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 15. Looking down the field, they throw a little screen type of pass of some sort. And here come the Cardinals. And they hit him right about the 35-yard line.
5 or 6 yards, gonna bring a
Going to pick up about 5 or so.
Man, that was a hit.
I'm not going to ask you that.
Yeah, so so Matt's asking me about pantyhose. So he sent me a message, Matt Coy, talking about the ride-along. When you had these people back when I was arresting folks, every now and then you'd get them, they'd get a little crazy and want to spit at you. So you'd pull out a set of pantyhose. You always kept a set of pantyhose with you, and you handcuffed them behind their back, and then you took their head and wrapped it in pantyhose.
I thought you just did that after your wife seen them in your car.
Nah, if they spit, it stuck to their face, and then they didn't want to spit at you no more. So he said to ask me about the pantyhose. All right, so 2nd and 11. Here's the snap.
What in the world was that?
Man, that was like a triple option, double handoff, some kind of really weird play. The ball was spotted about the 34,
Got
and they're
him
going to
about
pick up
3 or
about
4
3 or
yards.
4
You got to put a disclaimer on that conversation right there. We do not encourage young men or anybody to do that to anybody out there.
to wrap pantyhose
Yes,
around
he
people.
was a
Or
trained
spit.
professional at the time when he did that.
Don't spit on nobody. Don't wrap no pantyhose around nobody.
You know, in my younger days, I used to enjoy putting people in handcuffs. I got to tell you, I got a kick out of it.
You were them type of cops, huh?
Oh,
You were 2 miles over. Get out of the car.
That's right.
Cuff him down.
You were resisting arrest?
So that is the end of the first quarter. The score, Eunice 19, Hagerman Bobcats 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinals sports.
This game is brought to you by our proud sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BHA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Cardinal Hardware, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, Eunice Rentals, Redbird Gas, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, and Redbird Garage. Our proud sponsors of today's game as the Eunice Cardinals are facing the Hagerman Bobcats for the district game.
All right. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage, and welcome back. A reminder, next week, Eunice versus Jal at Eunice.
That's going to be a good game.
The seniors for Eunice are doing a
Senior night.
Well, it'll be senior night, but I'm talking the senior class is doing a fundraiser where they're going to be selling like a dinner plate. It's going to have pulled pork sandwich.
Got my attention.
It's going to have a dessert, some chips, a drink. I believe it's $10, and they're going to be selling those before the game. I believe they're going to sell them from 5 to 7.
Okay.
So get up there, get you a sandwich, support your senior class. I got one of them seniors. Get up there, support that group. They're doing that for the senior bash.
Heck yeah.
And so get up there.
Pulled pork and dessert. You got my attention, too.
You Panthers, I mean, I know I talk a little trash, but I love you, too. If you come up and buy you a little sandwich action, get on over there.
So who wants to sponsor a sandwich for us?
Well, everybody's got to eat. So it's
You've
good.
got two of the
Everybody
top
gotta eat,
4
you
ranked
said.
teams in the state going to be facing off in Eunice, and so a South Lee County battle, rivalry battle. Bobcats head to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the ball spotted about the 38-yard line. Snap is to Rodriguez. He's looking past the whole way. Throws it across the middle, and he's got just an
That was
extremely
almost a good catch.
strange, like sidearm short release.
It's kind of like throwing like a fadeaway pass.
Yeah.
He hit that kid right in the hands. If he could have held on to that, it would have been a good catch.
And he throws a little rocket.
And he's left-handed.
Yes.
It's a unique player there.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 10. And so,
The announcer, how he says it like real
Going to punt the football.
we appreciate you, Danny Garrett, listening out there, and appreciate you guys. I forgot to get with you about my mats. I need to get them suckers so I can
Another lawman,
I
huh?
can work on choking some
Law.
folks. There's a snap and a kick.
Oh, beautiful kick.
Man,
He's
that
got green
guy's-
gloves.
That guy's kick is kind of like the.
he's
there's
there.
green gloves to the 40.
Get there, get there.
45
He
to
gone.
50.
He gone.
He's crossed
He gone.
midfield.
Go,
He's down
go.
to the 40.
Oh.
And he gets. Well, that's got to be a horse collar, huh?
Not
No?
even.
Man, he got clotheslined down around the 30, maybe even across the 30.
Man, that did look like clothesline.
Man, his feet went flying into the air and his head
He was
went
going so
backwards the other
fast.
way, yes.
That guy had to jump on his back.
He's all the way down to about the 22-yard line.
That's the only
according
guy
to
who could have stopped him, too,
Yeah,
man.
he was on his way. And so that's another big play by Maddox Mata, picking up where he left off last week. The Cardinals head back to the line of scrimmage, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson in the backfield. They've got 2 over there. They throw it out to the left side. Is that Castro? Castro picks it up.
Yeah,
He's
cutting,
bobbing,
slicing.
weaving, and then he gets taken down, but it looked like he picked up close to a 10. That was high in Castro. They're going to say he picked up about 9. So going to be 2nd down and about 1 for the Cardinals. And my apologies to my people like Lynn White and Bob Patterson that always do some stats. It's hard for me to see where they got the ball spotted. So they snap it.
Oh, wide open, wide open.
He's got a wide open man in the
Mata.
corner.
Is that
and
Mata?
it's
No,
caught.
Thompson.
Thompson with we'll call it man, I can't tell for
20.
sure. We'll call it a 20-yard touchdown reception by Thompson.
Beautiful job by both guys. They're connecting very easy. Got him on the stride. This is too easy. It's making the score 25-0 here, beginning of the 2nd quarter.
25-0.
So we got Nico Hernandez out there. Nick Hernandez again. So he's going to do another extra point here.
So here goes the snap. The
Oh,
kick
it's
is
even
up,
better.
and it looked pretty good.
Oh, boy.
And the young man booms his 2nd one through. So
He literally boomed that thing through it, huh?
it makes it 26-0 on the Hernandez PAT. Hernandez stepping up for the Cardinals when they need him. The Eunice Cardinals lead 26-0.
Shout out to our sponsors, Guns Up Services, Eunice Record and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, The City of Eunice, Corner Hardware, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Park Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, and Eunice Health Clinic.
Right, I've got Leanne Reeves. She's also a senior mom like me. She's wanting me to remind everyone that the senior class is also doing that 30 guns in 30 days.
Oh, nice.
So you can get tickets from any of the seniors or their parents. That's all part of the senior class bash.
Okay.
So just a reminder on that as well. Once again, reminder next week before the JAL game, the senior class selling pulled pork sandwiches, chips. There's going to be a dessert, a drink, all for $10. So get up there and get you some of that.
You
So
can't
here's the
beat that
kick.
price.
No, you can't. And it's a little poocher. Hagerman going to catch it and fall down about the 30.
Nobody do the fair catch sign, did he?
Yep. And I got a message here from a great person who's always willing to help, Mr. Randy Gladden. He told me that he would be willing to purchase some of those pulled pork sandwich dinners for anyone who might not be able to afford one, and we could choose some people that we knew that needed one, and he'd purchase some of those. So we always appreciate
Yes, thank you.
him.
Thank you.
And his entire family are always great. I know Jared called me today. They're getting ready. I think it's next weekend is the Sean Berry golf tournament, and Sean Berry, one of my longtime friends, and that passed away in a vehicle accident, and they've done a scholarship in his memory for years, numerous scholarships, and so that tournament, the golf tournament, is next weekend out at the
We need
Eunice
to write
Golf
that down so
Course.
we can announce as much as we can, man.
And I believe they have the auxiliary ladies tournament is this weekend. So lots of different things going on in Eunice. And, of course, next week, JAL versus Eunice.
In Eunice, it's going to be a big game.
We used to do bonfires and all kinds of stuff. I wonder if they're going to do all that this year.
That's
I
a very
doubt
good
it.
question.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it. I don't know, but I kind of doubt it.
It's a negative here. I don't know. Well, but I doubt it. I just don't know, but I seriously doubt it.
I think I'll doubt it.
I'll just be about him, Jimmy.
Mr. here.
Yeah, so
Boy, I swear sometimes at you, man.
so Eunice heads back to Hagerman heads back to
There
the
you
line
go.
of scrimmage, 2nd and 9. Looks like the ball's about the 31.
Oh,
Ball's
bad
on
snap.
the ground.
Oh, is that
Eunice
gonna be a
in the
sack?
backfield, and that is number 4-4. 4-4 getting back there.
That
That is
quarterback's still
James
on the ground.
Coulter.
Junior, nice job slinging him down to the ground. And he has not gotten back up, the quarterback.
Slung him down pretty good, huh? Oh, he's up now. I think it just kind of knocked his wind down a little bit.
John Dean, as far as people selling those tickets, I know that you can get with my wife, who you see fairly regularly at meetings. I know she would be one that could definitely take care of you, and so we will definitely get someone in contact with you, so we appreciate you.
Well, Leanne Reeves, she'll probably give you a ticket.
Oh, yeah. Any of those seniors can do it, and any other parents. But like I said, I know my wife over there can help you as well. So anyway,
Zaccarilla again.
yeah, that's
Get
he's
some more
back.
candy bars? No, he's done.
He's drinking a Coke. Dropped his
I
glove.
think part of his arm just fell off. He was walking and his arm fell off. Okay, so Hagerman back to the line of scrimmage.
He got quiet.
Here goes the snap. Rodriguez looking down the field. He rears back and throws a sidearm ball into the grass.
It's
literally grass. It's not turf. We're playing on a natural field here.
I'm not going to punt the ball again.
So it looks like Hagerman going to be 4th and long here again. Let's see if the punt team comes on.
It's a quiet night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like fall right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first game I think we've had all year where it actually seemed like fall. It's cool out here tonight. It's kind
Or
of
is it
quiet.
because we're the first time we're outside in the stands?
Well, and that could be too, but it's cool out here
Yes,
tonight.
it is cool.
My fingers are cold, and I'm pretty tough. Okay, maybe I'm not. There's a snap.
Who's been
I mean
lying
the
to
kick,
you? Oh,
and
fair
we got a
catch.
fair catch by Mata at about the 43-yard line.
Another fair catch was brought to you by Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, David Energy, Redbird Garage, Herrera Oilfield Services, Derby Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Record and Rentals, and Redbird Gas. Every time I start the commercials, Charlie throws me off a little bit. Every time.
All right, I got a message here from Gail Fuller saying they're watching our games from Brazil, and they always love listening to us, that we're funny, so we appreciate you. I got a little message from Frankie Abalos telling me about some dirty deeds. And Garcia is going to skip ahead, bounces around, and going to get close to the first down.
We're going to spot it at, man.
Yeah, should be a first down.
Let's have to measure it, waste a little bit more time.
Appreciate Mindy McCaslin and their crew listening and watching. We appreciate you. And Bob Klaus, of course, keeping us updated here. He says Santa Rosa leads McCurdy 34-0. Jowl leads Loving 7-0 in the second. And Tularosa leads Cobra 6-0 in the second. Here's the snap. They hand it to Garcia. He's got a big gap. He bobs, weaves. He's still on his feet. Now he's breaking it out to the left side. Turns it around the left corner, trying to beat one man down the side.
Almost.
And gets knocked out of bounds. Had one man to beat.
There goes that young man again. That's
Garcia. The announcer goes, there goes that young man.
Yeah, the announcer was like, hey, that young man's going again.
Can somebody tackle him?
Yeah, somebody stop that guy.
Somebody tackle that young man.
We appreciate the Coles for listening, and we appreciate you. They said Cardinal football wouldn't be the same without getting to listen to us up here, so we appreciate you. Cardinal football wouldn't be the same without all the pictures you guys take. Melanson with a bad snap, but then he picks it up and he's still going. He's down the left side, and
look
he's
at that blocker was pushing all over there. Who was
the
that?
End zone. I think they're going to call him out about the foot line.
1 foot line.
Did you see that beautiful job by Isaiah Hernandez blocking in front of him, taking 2 or 3 players out for him?
I was trying to see it.
So
Almost
follow
looked
me,
like
sir.
That's not a flag.
No, it looks like
pylon.
it's a pylon. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they're going to say it's first and goal about the 1.
Just push it in,
Eunice
boys.
heads to the line of scrimmage. They hand it right up the middle to Garcia, and Garcia plows in for the 1-yard touchdown. So a 1-yard TD by Kevin Garcia.
It's that young man out there again. That touchdown was brought to you by Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BH Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service.
So Eunice back on the scoreboard again.
We got Nick out there going to kick another point.
Nick back
What's
ready.
He going?
Says,
2 for 3.
He says, let me do it. He's ready. He's getting a running start this
He don't
time.
look like a kicker, does he?
Well, and that don't look like the normal couple of steps. He got ready.
Oh, man.
Golly. Wow, he boomed that one.
Boy.
Shoot, he kicked that one to Artesia. Wow.
He's going to have to scoot back a little bit more, kick it over Eunice.
Man.
He got mad.
Give Garcia a chance. He's like, let me take advantage of this chance. He just boomed that. The other two had just like barely crossed over. That one went to the dadgum field house.
Now, that's confidence, man. That's confidence. He goes,
like,
I can do it, coach. Just put me in.
Let me show you something. Wow, that was quite a kick.
Yeah, that kick was brought to you by Herrera Oilfield Services, Derby Country Kitchen, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Guns Up Services, Eunice Record and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Lobo Trucking, NMR Pipeline LLC, Eunice Pump and Supply, BCA Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service, Redbird Garage, and Devon Energy. And once again, go ahead, Jones.
I was just going to say we appreciate the listeners. I got a message here from Lisa Gentry Franklin. Got a message here from Gentry in the game. They're watching. Aaliyah Garcia. So we definitely appreciate you. Also, Sean Roach saying that all the YFL teams play in Kermit tomorrow, and the cheer will be going as well. So good luck to all of our YFL. There's the kickoff.
In Kermit? I thought it was in Lovington, man. I'm going to wake up a little earlier.
He's going to be in the wrong town, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Kermit's closer than Lovington.
It's an hour drive either way, ain't it?
No,
about 40 minutes.
But the bad thing going to Kermit, you got that 2-lane road, man. It's
Yeah,
kinda
but they've
construction,
rebuilt a bunch of it.
They did?
Yeah, and my mother-in-law lives down there, so we go down there every now and then. And the last time I went through there, it was a lot better than it has been. They've been rebuilding that road from the state line south to Kermit.
Okay, right there where that sand plant's at?
Yes, and that's why all those sand trucks, the road was terrible. But the last time I was through there, it was in a lot better shape. the few times before that, it would
Better
almost
shape.
rattle your teeth out and all the potholes and stuff. But anyway, it looks like Hagerman going to have the ball. They're sitting in the huddle. 8:23 remaining in the first half. Hagerman waiting. I'm not sure what they're doing, but anyway, they're coming up slowly to the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say the ball spotted about the 30-yard line. It is difficult from where we're at to tell for sure. It might be the 29.
We're used to those fields with
Oh.
bright paint. And
Yeah.
this is the-
Give a shout out to Miguel and Carmen there in Jerusalem right now watching the game.
Oh, wow.
We got him on FaceTime watching it. Shout out to him.
Yeah, we appreciate
That's
you.
the real
for
fans
sure.
right there, buddy.
Rodriguez with the snap.
Oh,
Looks over
oh,
here. He
good
throws it
throw.
to this side.
That's a pass interference for sure.
Oh, they're going to call pass interference on number 2-1. 2-1 is Jeremy Zamora. So they call the sophomore for pass interference.
It's kind of like he ran into him, right? Going through the ball.
Yeah, but he's got to turn his head. If he just turns his head and looks back toward the ball, then he's okay. But that contact looking straight at the receiver gets you in trouble. Shout out to J. Lou Rodriguez. I got to tell you this story. I've been in this money-saving mode lately ever since I started wrestling again, and I've just been cutting my own hair. I got my own little clippers, and I just get in the mirror and cut it myself.
That explains a lot.
And so it's, this last time it was kind of jacked up. I jacked it up like yesterday, so I've been wearing a hat, except in court today I looked like I had one of them old kid and play hairdos because it was crooked because I chopped it all up. So today, J. Lou Rodriguez came out of retirement just for a few minutes for me before I came to edge me up and fade me in and at least make me look like...
He had petty on you, huh?
Yeah, he did. He was like, look at that. You look like you joined the Marines, son. And he fixed me
nice
up. There's a
throw.
long pass down the side, and they're going to
They
call
can't be a
pass
flag in-
interference
No
again.
way.
They're tripping over each other.
Another pass, long pass, and we have another flag. So let's see.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, they're going to call the Cardinals, I think, again for pass
Good
interference.
grief.
And give a shout out to Alice Hahn. She's out there listening to the game as well.
Man, I tell you, Miss Hahn is a special lady. You know, I preparing my Eunice employee spotlight folks this week, I got to tell you, I know she's not an employee.
Offensive pass.
Oh, they called it on
interference.
them. Okay. But she was one of the ones in my discussion over the last few days because she's just such a great lady. Always positive, always, you know, willing to talk to you about whatever. She takes her position serious and,
Yes.
and just an amazing person. Served her community well through the years and still serving them well today. So shout out to Miss Hahn.
She said judges don't keep pantyhoses in their desk.
Well, we might. Only when we're wearing them on Friday night. There's a pass down the side.
Oh, that was.
And that
That was-
ball finds the turf.
That was probably the closest passing interference, I would say.
Yeah, no call there. So that ball is.
Couldn't quite bring it in. That was a really nice pass.
That was a good pass.
Yeah.
That was a good pass. Yeah. So
But the end result
Vern, we
is
appreciate you. We know you'll be back. We're looking forward to you.
And right now, you look out there, you have a bunch of young kids out there playing on the defensive side for Eunice Cardinals. Since they have a good lead here, 33-0 in the second quarter, 8 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Got a message here saying the other Joneses, Bullmans, and Mima are watching from Eunice. They'll get some pulled pork next week, so we appreciate you.
Yep.
All right. Willie Dean, Steve Dean, Heath, and Shelly Bow all watching. We appreciate you. There's a ball that's thrown.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted. It's picked off. I can't tell who that
That's,
is, but he's down the left
Austin.
side. Austin McCuller. He's trying to get through. He breaks. He
dang.
had one tackle to break, and man, he got hit hard.
Yeah, he did.
64 from Hagerman came and unloaded on the young man
Came in
after
like
a beautiful interception.
Man, 64 from Hagerman came in like
Wrecking ball.
what? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's that lady's name that rides the big ball? And she came in
Yeah.
like a
Taylor Swift?
wrecking ball. No, it's not Taylor.
I have no idea.
She
No,
does. She
it's,
rides the Kansas City
That's
plane.
Charlie's category. That's
That
Charlie's
other
area.
girl, what's her name?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. I
Miley
have no
Cyrus,
idea.
Yeah, that guy came in like a wrecking ball. He rode in like Miley.
Have you
with
seen
the-
that video?
Yeah, I did. I saw it once. Just once. And,
Scantily clad.
but anyway, that guy came in like a wrecking ball, and he tore up McCuller, but not before McCuller ran an interception back for about 40 yards. It's going to be first and goal Eunice, and the whole Eunice
Oh, my
team
goodness.
wanted some more space, so they all jumped
Yeah.
off sides so we can scoot back a
Needed
little
some
bit.
running room.
I guess everybody knew the count except the quarterback.
Yeah, the whole team took off. The quarterback in the center, we're still sitting there.
What are y'all doing?
It was a silent call, guys.
Yeah. So shout out to Megan Frank and all the gang over there, the other Jones crew, we appreciate you. Shout out to Leanne Reeves. Yeah, J-Lou had to take care of me, that is for sure. Jacob Mendoza.
Oh, nice.
Mendoza family.
Throwing in the air for number 88, easy touchdown
And
for
that
the
is
Eunice Cardinals.
Gomez. They throw it up into the corner to Gomez.
Jorge Gomez.
Jorge Gomez. We appreciate everybody listening, and I missed it, but that is about we'll call it a 10-yard.
With the penalty, call it 15.
15, all
Yeah.
right. 15.
Let me give a shout out to my daughter, Kendra, and my other daughter, Chloe, and my son, Jonathan, and my wife, Nancy, for letting me come up here and enjoy y'all at this beautiful football game. Public announcement.
Do not give my wife any money. She left her wallet at home.
Oh, my goodness. Do not give my wife any money.
The announcer
Lord.
here at Hagerman's got a special place in my heart. He sounds like me.
He said, a public announcement, don't give my wife
give
no
my
more
wife
money.
any
Hey, he's my hero because he says the stuff I want to say, but I ain't about to.
Either he's been drinking or he's bold. One or the other.
We're going to go visit that booth here in a minute. They might have some alcohol in there or something.
Oh, man.
Do not give my wife any money.
So back to kick is Nick. Nick the kick. They spot the ball. The kick is up. It's another good one.
Nice.
And
Woods
he
better
puts
watch
that
out,
one
man.
through.
Woods about to watch out.
Man, the PAT by Hernandez, and Hernandez doing it for the Cardinals from the kicking duties. Well, what a kick. It's Eunice 40, Hagerman 0.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Divin Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Guns Up Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, and Herrera's Oilfield Services.
Best sponsors in the business right there.
Shout out to my man Ryan Montanez, part of the Stone
Yes.
Wall back in multiple state championship days.
He has a young man who plays for the Hobbs team. He's a beast, bro.
Yeah, and they've moved him down.
Yeah,
he's going to
gonna
come to
live in
school
Eunice,
down in
yes.
Eunice, so he's going to be a Eunice Cardinal, wear the Redbirds on his helmet. We're
And
excited.
he's a very good baseball player as well.
Yeah, we're excited. Anytime you have the Montanezes, just a great family, great people, great work ethic. Man, them Montanezes, when they were on the line,
Him and Toby
Toby Holland,
Toby Holland.
Brent
Toby.
Snyder,
Oh, I
Bert
forgot about Brent.
Fisher.
That was the original wall, wasn't
Man,
it?
that was the stone wall back
That was
in
the wall
day.
before the one they tried to make last year, right?
Oh, yeah, that was a stone wall. Those were some big old boys. How big old boy are you?
That's
There's a kick into the middle,
Catches
taken
in
by
the air.
Hagerman. He's actually going to turn some running room into this one. He picks up about 10 all the way out to, we'll call it the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Hagerman.
And they're going to be up close to right at their own 38.
Once again, next week in Eunice versus Jal. The seniors will be doing their part of their fundraising for the senior bash. They will have from 5 to 7. They'll be serving pulled pork sandwiches.
dessert.
Man, they got some great folks putting those together on the smokers, and it's going to be a. Ty Chanley is the one that's smoking those.
Oh, he is?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
and
gonna be
he
good
can
stuff
he
then.
can cook, yeah. And
Eunice
so-
was not ready out there to play defense on
that's
that.
Rodriguez.
Whoa, that's a
They got
block
it
in the
done.
back, man.
Man, there's bodies flying everywhere.
No flags.
And remember, meanwhile, you can buy those tickets for the guns at 30-30 raffle. Was it for the month of October?
Yeah, they're gonna. I'm not sure exactly
Okay.
when. Somebody will tell me here in just a minute. But man, somebody just sent me a picture of Miley on the wrecking ball.
You see what I'm saying?
Saul Rascon.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, leave it to Saul. Aye,
Yeah,
Saul.
that's how that defender came through a while ago and hit McCuller.
Like a
He came in like a
wrecking
wrecking ball. And anyway, we
It didn't look like that, though.
no.
Trust me, that camera would have zoomed in real quick.
Perry Kimple listening from Reno, Nevada. We appreciate you. There's a snap rolling this side, looking down the field, going to just keep it now. And he tried to do the spin move again before he got to the defense.
A little premature on the spin move, huh?
Yeah. So Stonewall studs. That comes from Jared Gladden. He's saying that Stonewall was some studs, and they were, man, some beast. So,
Yes, they were.
Yep, I concur. And so here we go, Hagerman.
Here we go.
Getting ready here, 3rd down. We'll call it 5. It looks like the ball's about the 33-yard line. Looks like about the 33.
Yeah, we'll say 33.
Hagerman with Arbalos now, well, they've kind of got the double
What's
quarterback
the
action,
37-yard line?
and they head to the line of scrimmage,
Oh,
trying to get Eunice to jump off sides,
they
and
sure
I think they
did.
did.
that's number 44, young man out there. I ain't gonna say his name.
Might give him a first
Put
down.
him on the spot. I mean,
It's going to be close. That is going to be close on that
you
5.
gonna measure it?
That offsides is.
They're going to move them, huh? They've already. The chain gang's like, we're moving
Yeah.
them. I don't know if you signaled us or not, but we're going to go ahead and move it.
Totally illegal, but that's fine. That's cool. We'll let it slide this time.
I think with a 40-0, and the clock is running,
Yeah.
so it's 40-0 here. We're midway through the second quarter. Hagerman
Eunice
heads
leads.
to the line of scrimmage.
Got
Snap
quiet.
goes to Arbalos, and then he ends it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes around the left side.
Oh,
He gets taken down. Looked like a wrestling takedown
Cody
there
Rodriguez takes
by
the ball
Ortega.
around the left-hand side. Good little run there. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
this
Ortega.
announcer's pretty cool. We need to give him a job, huh?
Man,
Yeah.
right in the middle of that pack was a young man that's near and
60.
dear to my heart, number 41, Tyson Jones. Tyson Jones in there doing a little work.
I got him confused with the 60. I apologize there.
Yeah, 4-1 in there and part of that tackle. He's playing that linebacker position. Looks just like his daddy did back in that uniform, and even more like his grandpa, Kenny Jones, back in the day. So Tyson back in there. He's ready. Him and Ortega in the linebacker position. Hagerman back. They snap it to Rodriguez. Here comes the blitz. They fire it across the middle. The ball finds the turf. It's going to be incomplete. It'll make it
Just short
2nd
on
and
that
7.
throw.
That young man was wide open if he can complete that pass.
I concur.
It would have been the third first down for Hagerman.
Brett Parker out there listening to us. We appreciate you, Brett. Jowl leads Loving 7-0 at the half. So 7-0.
It's a low-scoring game.
You know, Loving has had a heck of a season. In fact, I think they're still undefeated. Now, I just got to be honest. I hadn't seen them play anybody much.
Yeah.
So this is kind of their first real test. And so it's so hard to tell what they've got because they always play about 5 JV teams to start the season. But then a few years ago, Eunice played
my
them,
goodness.
and they were really tough.
Yeah,
it's just so hard to know.
That's going to give the Bobcats 5 free yards.
The boys going to have to quit jumping.
Yep. So Eunice jumps off sides again. That's going to move them ahead 5.
They're talking about it. They're talking about it.
Oh, now they're pointing toward the Eunice side.
But there's a flag over there.
Oh,
Oh,
they
yeah.
pointed on Eunice side, so they're going to move us back 5. Has Thompson always played defensive back here? Is that normal?
No.
So they're just letting him get a little defensive action? in?
Elgin Wood usually plays on this side.
Oh, okay. All right. I just looked out there, and there's Thompson playing DB, and I'm like, I didn't know he played DB, but he's out there. So.
He's like Bo Jackson.
Yeah,
Does a
Woods
little
has
bit
to
it
have
all,
something.
yeah.
Something's hurt.
Or
Yeah.
Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Does a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Speaking of Dion, I like that guy. I know a lot of people don't, but I tell you.
Oh, missed
man,
tackle out
Gomez.
there.
Was that Gomez?
Yes, he
That'll
got
be a first
juked out of
down.
his shoes,
Gomez come flying in like a wrecking ball.
and he
And
missed
he
it.
forgot to let go of the ball and chain.
See if he swung the football.
Get enough for a Bobcat
He just swung right past that building.
Yeah,
So
and he was coming in
Hagerman-
hard.
Hagerman with the first down there, all the way down to about the 42-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Is rolling, so Bobcats do
The
have
clock
some
is
time.
rolling, he said.
It's rolling.
The announcer just said the Bobcats do have some hope as the clock is running.
Hey, he's not Jimmy Jones.
He definitely says some interesting things up there. A while ago about his wife.
If you
Don't
see
give my wife any more money, please.
So Hagerman 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Here's the snap. Rodriguez rolling to his left, throws it back across
Oh.
his body, and the
Between
ball
three
finds
people.
the turf.
Rodriguez
The Hagerman group, they're
I want a
over
green
here
football.
cheering.
Yeah, catch me one of them green footballs, man.
I'm gonna try if they throw it at me. Yeah, I doubt it. I went too much red.
Rosendo trying to get a
Souvenir.
football. Can we get a football?
Oh, she almost hit him in the head.
Oh,
She
man.
hit that kid twice. Boy,
I didn't get a football either.
No.
come on, man.
What's the announcer for in a minute? Can we have a football, please?
Can I get a green football? As long as it don't say Texaco on it.
As long as you don't give my wife no money, I'll give you a green football, boy.
He was really upset about that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all want to give my wife money, give it to her. So I don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh, know what I mean?
So here goes another pass down the field.
But it's
and that
incomplete.
ball
He dropped
finds
it.
the turf. Oh, they're calling it. The ball
called
was
it a
on the
catch.
turf.
This guy who says incomplete.
And that's going to stop the clock. So that'll result in a first down.
Wow, yeah, they're going to say they caught it. The ball was on the turf rolling around at the end of the play. I don't know. You know, I will tell you this, and I've been involved in a lot of these games, either football, basketball, whatever, through the years. What happens in games like this, you're up 40-0.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And to me, that ball, there's no doubt it was incomplete, but it's called complete
Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
because it's like, you know, hey, let's give them this one. And you know, to me, that always frustrated me as a coach when they start making calls based on the score. It's just
Well, even if you're on the Hagerman side of it, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. If I didn't get it, I don't want to get it.
But that ball was clearly on the ground.
Right.
It was literally rolling around the ground before the whistle was ever even blown. And then we call it a
Complete pass, yeah.
Yeah, so
Gave him another first down.
yeah.
With 21 seconds left, they could score here if they.
And Hagerman takes the timeout. The ball's going to be spotted about the 27-yard line. Yeah, it's about the 27. It'll be first and goal, or first and 10.
First and goal.
Not
Wow.
goal, that's a long goal.
Oh, we got some crisscross on the radio here. So give a shout out to our sponsors: Herrera Oilfield Services, Dairy Country Kitchen, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTA Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, and Lobo Trucking.
So here goes Hagerman to the line of scrimmage in kind of a different set this time. Rodriguez in the backfield, takes the snap. He's dropping straight back, looking down the field, fires it across the middle.
In and out of the hands.
Right into Ortega's hands, and Ortega was seeing nothing but about 70
Well, that was an
yards.
interception, wasn't it?
If the last one was a
Why is the
catch.
clock stopped? Why did they stop the clock? Oh, they called the timeout. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if the last one was a catch, then that one probably should have
That's an
been.
interception.
Oh,
Back
man.
the other way.
You call tomatoes, I call tomatoes. We're just saying it's one of those things, right?
So Hagerman takes another timeout. 15 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals lead 40-0. And so we've got some Funk Soul Brother playing on the rail. I started to jump up and do my little Funk Soul Brother dance. But,
I thought Charlie was for a second, too. Look at him, look at him.
no,
He's boogieing.
he was shivering because it's cold. That wasn't a dance. He's
That wasn't a
shivering.
dance. I'm about to freeze up.
He's shivering like that crazy. He put a crack in this foundation, didn't he?
Fix to give me a trash barrel and start a fire.
Well, there's one right there in front of us. Yeah, it's a little cool. Yeah, today I was sitting at the barber shop, and we were solving all the world's problems. We always do Friday afternoons. If you want some good entertainment, head on down to Lynn Watt's Cardinal Barber Shop. We had a good group of the world's problem solvers in there today. A lot of alum, a lot of the men in there talking about what we should do and shouldn't do in Eunice, and what the football team should and shouldn't do, and we solved it all. I can assure you.
Is that the law?
I'm telling you. So here goes Hagerman, 2nd and 10. Heading to the line of scrimmage is Rodriguez. He takes the snap, throws a little fade route out here to the other side. Thompson trying to get to it.
That was
the ball
interception.
finds
That
the
was
turf.
that was
Looked like
interference, wasn't
offensive
it?
pass interference to me.
Rodriguez.
And they
Yeah,
are signaling
offensive,
to
maybe.
run the clock.
Might have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I thought it was. Thompson was trying to beat him to it.
The Bobcats are out.
And so
timeouts.
out of timeouts, that's going to run the
So-
clock, and we're going to head into halftime. Your score, Eunice 40, Hagerman 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm going to keep it here so I can go over my my halftime
Bobcats with threat.
info. Let me get into my little...
As he looks for it, we'll give a shout out to our sponsors: Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, David Energy, and NMR Pipeline LLC, BJ Service and Rentals, as he still is looking for it, Parker Energy Services, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Herrera Oilfield Services, Debbie Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services. Take it away, Johnny.
All right, this week's Eunice School Employee Spotlight goes to a pair of educators. I couldn't pick just one on this one, so I decided we'd have two this week. This is a little different. Last week, the last couple of weeks, we've done either high school or admin. This week, the Meddy Jordan Elementary is doing some things to make some improvements in education. Miss Linder and her staff have added some programs, after-school programs, some weekend programs, some tutoring programs, several different things, adjusted some reading things. They've done a lot of different things over there.
Math classes.
Yeah, there are some great staff members who have bought into these changes and are dedicated to improving the quality of education available in Eunice. One of those programs specializes in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. They call it the STEM program for short. Eunice's STEM program is also sponsored by one of our broadcast sponsors, which is Devon Energy. Our STEM program is competing in the National Cal Ripken Foundation STEM Challenge. The elementary STEM program happens to be headed by a young lady that I know, and so she does a pretty good job with that. But she wanted to make me aware of two staff members that do an amazing job in the STEM program for the elementary. These two staff members dedicate lots of their spare time. Some educators consider their after-school time or weekend time as their time, but there are those who believe that they were called by a higher power to give everything they have for their kids. Both of these Eunice School employees often work numerous extra hours each week, planning, preparing for the STEM program. They do it with positive attitude, always smiling, always in it for the right reasons. They are in it for kids, truly in it for kids. No personal agendas, no negative attitudes, always positive. With these two, it is truly about our Eunice kids. Tonight's Eunice Public Schools Employee Spotlight goes to Jesse Pilcher and Ashley Nelson. The Meddy Jordan Elementary STEM team, congratulations, Jesse and Ashley. You are both amazing. Our school and our town are great because of people like you. Great people. Jesse is also involved in the high school robotics team. Ashley also serves on the board of the Cardinal Booster Club. People like Jesse and Ashley are truly the backbone of our great community. People that are selfless, give their time in not just one or two things, in so many different things. Mr. Pilcher and Miss Nelson, you are this week's Spotlight employees, brought to you by Jimmy and Erica Jones and sponsored as well by Cold Brew. We'll have a gift certificate for both of you. Thank you so much, Jesse Pilcher and Miss Ashley Nelson, for all that you do.
Nice.
Congratulations, congratulations.
You know, that STEM program is really neat. They do a lot of different things. They also have one at the middle school that I personally don't know a whole lot about, but I know that I believe Miss Tyree and maybe even, I believe it's Miss Tyree that's involved in that over at the middle school. But, you know, it's just such a neat thing. And I will tell you, we've added programs like that the last couple of years in Eunice. The reading programs and things that they're doing at the elementary, I believe, are huge. These STEM programs are great. There's tutoring on weekends. There's so many other things. And I truly believe that we're going to start seeing some of the benefits and rewards of those programs here over the next couple of years. And so,
because it's not that old, and it took a lot of work. Whoever started it, we know who started it, and it takes a lot of dedication. And to build a team to keep it growing, I think those two people are perfect for that job. And also Jesse, if I'm not mistaken, he takes care of the film for the football team as well.
Yeah, we see them at all the games out there doing those things. Yep. And that's what I mean. You have these people that go above and beyond. They do their job, and then they do their other things as just to do it. I mean, you know, there are so many great people like that in Eunice that give their spare time, maybe some time that maybe they should be spending with their family or whatever, but they're doing it to better their community, where their kids are going to be raised or whatnot. It's all about the community and working together. You know, a couple of nights ago, my wife and I went to a booster club meeting right after a senior class meeting, and you look at those folks, a lot of those people that are involved in those things, it's the same people. And it is those people that are there in those meetings every single day, every single night. Those are your people in the community that make the place better. And you know, I think back a few years ago on people like Heath Dean, for example, Heath and Shelley. You know, while their kids were in school, and even still to this day, they're involved in the Booster Club, but they're always out there. They're always putting in that extra time. And you go back, generations ago, those people's parents did the same thing. And it's just, it's those people that make this place great. We've talked about it for years about our youth sports program. If you start thinking about some of these people that you're naming off, it's them and their families involved in youth baseball. Little league, youth football, all of those things that lead to these great successful high school programs.
They build a foundation.
Yes.
Yep. They build I can write off Willie Dean.
Yes.
That young man, he's a coach. You can ask Jerry Gladden, the Tigers.
Yeah.
Man, them people were undefeated. We couldn't ever beat them.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that, like you said, they invest in the community. They invest in the future of the community, and that's why Eunice is such a great town to live in, man.
Yeah, and these folks here today that we're recognizing, Mr. Pilcher, Miss Nelson, those are people that fit that mold. They are out here involved in so much. I mean, the first time I saw Mr. Pilcher start adjusting football cameras, I was looking around going, what is he doing? I mean, and not in a negative way. I'm like, man, that's cool. The guy's sharp. He's smart. He enjoys his job. He's out there with a smile, having a good time. There are folks out there that don't look like they're having a good time, like they wish they were somewhere else. He's not one of those.
Yeah.
He's smiling and happy, and what else do you need me to do? What can I help you with? And those are the kind of people that make things great, not the ones with the negative Nancy attitude. It's those positive ones that want to do more and want to be involved, and it's just great that we have people like that. I mean, you take Mr. Pilcher, Miss Nelson, you go back last week, people like Cynthia Sims.
Yes, good example.
And you go back before that, Miss Kayla Johansson. You go back before that, Mr. Rodney Lord, who I believe had a birthday yesterday, today.
He's 19, 20, 21?
Man, he looks like it.
He's like fine wine, that young man.
The guy, he looked just like he looks today when I graduated high school. And
you found a youth somewhere, man.
Yeah, man, that guy. I'm going to be like 65 looking at him, and he's still going to look 25. And I'm going to be scratching my head going, how do you do it? Yeah, so anyway, just great people. We wanted to recognize those folks, and we're going to continue to do so, and we appreciate all of our sponsors and everybody who makes this, these broadcasts possible. Shout out to Randy and Cold Brew and that group for helping as well. So we appreciate all that you guys do. There's about a little over 7.5 minutes remaining here in the halftime. We're going to send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a
Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb, and Rosendo Caballero.
Hello, hello. Give a little shout out to Jared Gladden saying the best Caballero athlete that he knows is little Chloe Caballero. Mm-hmm. And he said the Tigers were awesome back in the day, and I agree with him.
Yeah, they were tough back in the day. That's what I hear anyway. Once again, a reminder, next week, Eunice hosts JAL. The Senior Bash Cookout will be happening. They're going to have $10 pulled pork plates.
Oh, she's coming for her card.
And
she's coming for her card already.
They're going to take good care of us.
Zoom in on her.
We got Miss Ashley Nelson coming over here.
All right.
And we appreciate her coming, and she's one of our Eunice School employee spotlight people. So we appreciate folks like Ashley. She walked all the way over here to tell us thank you. So
I mean, she's listening in the stands. That's good. Or somebody at home listening.
Somebody listening.
that's right.
Talk about listeners. We got Claude Skinner because it's really cold in Hagerman. It's showing 66 degrees right now.
It feels cold.
It feels
to me.
cold. I'm bundled up. Senior Bash cookout next week, 5 to 7. Also, the Senior Bash selling the 30 for 30 or whatever they call it, gun raffle.
Yep.
The Sean Berry Golf Tournament next weekend. Support the Sean Berry deal. Scholarships for kids. Great cause. My buddy Sean. Thanks to Jared Gladden and his family for keeping that going all these years.
And
They've
they
done
help
an
great
amazing
kids, man.
job. Absolutely. And so, anyway, shout out to them. Shout out to Jesse Pilcher and Ashley Nelson, our employee spotlights. And here goes Hagerman with the kickoff. Eunice takes it. Is that Mata?
I think it's Jaén Castro.
Castro heads around the right side, trying to turn the corner. Now he turns back, and here he comes, the whole Eunice team.
Dude,
and
he's
almost
just standing
stopped.
around, yeah.
And here he comes.
Get
He's
there,
reversing
to that corner,
field.
make it.
He crosses midfield to the 50,
He's
the
waiting for his
45,
blockers.
the 40, the
He gone.
35, 30,
He gone.
20,
He gone.
15, 10, 5.
No flags.
And touchdown.
No flags.
And Castro
No laundry. No
runs the
laundry.
kickoff all the way back to start the second half. And Castro is,
I thought Green Glove was going to stop him on purpose.
man. So that
Yes.
was, we're going to call it a 85-yard
Plus, he ran a little bit to the east and west.
TD
Here comes
kickoff
our backup
return.
kicker out here to kick it again.
The magical kicker, huh? The powerful leg.
Yep.
Man, it's nice to have a backup. There's been years we didn't even have
A kicker?
the first one.
Well, I don't know that we knew we had this. You know,
He's
his
a secret weapon,
his
man.
first kick was a little sketchy, and then after that, it was like he said, "Okay, I'm not scared anymore."
Let's do it.
You know, and
Oh,
and there's a
wow.
boom, and he booms that one high and through, and the whole team's jumping around with their hands
That
in the
almost
air.
went
And
over
he's
the
kicking with his
trees.
toes, man.
47-0 as the PAT is good by Hernandez.
Oh,
That
Nick
almost went over the
Hernandez,
trees
man.
Out there, man.
Man, I got to tell you, that's pretty impressive that Hernandez has come out here and done that. It's going to get interesting here as we get close to the end of this game. It's 47-0 on our player of the game because you've got someone like Hernandez that just come in and just shocked everybody and said, wow, look at this. And he's booming kicks over the trees. And then you've got someone like Castro who
Well,
just
two
runs the
touchdowns.
opening kickoff of the second half all the way back.
It shows you
the
how
way
much
back.
depth that the Eunice Cardinals have.
Yes, yes. So Eunice now ready to kick off. I was just told by Brett Parker from Parker Energy Services, one of our sponsors, he's got an update from Loving Jowl. Jowl leads 7-6 after Loving just missed
Wow.
the extra point.
Man.
The Leanne Reeves is asking me to remind seniors and their parents that they do need volunteers at the golf tournament tomorrow morning. There's some folks that had committed and had some family members pass that won't be able to be there, so they're looking for folks to come help with that. I know that, man, there's a lot going on tomorrow morning. You've got JV football in Eunice. You've got that tournament going on out at the
And
fields.
the youth football.
You've
and
got youth
YFL.
football out of town in Kermit.
And the cheer squad.
Yep. So here goes Hagerman trying to return it.
Oh,
diving
fumble,
in
fumble,
there, and the
fumble,
ball
and
is
Eunice
on the
recovers.
ground, and that is Gomez, and this guy's saying down again, and there's
There's
no
no way.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, Poncho.
Is that his name?
No, that's you just call people, say that name if you don't know their names in Spanish. It's a tradition thing. No, I'm joking about that. That poor Hector, is that Hector number 2? That's the second ball they take away from that young man.
Yeah, he's recovered 2 fumbles, and Gomez caused that fumble. That was definitely a fumble again.
Maybe they're going by the youth football rules. If you touch it, it's down.
It's down.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
any of,
Whitehead's having a conversation with him.
any of the seniors or their parents that can help tomorrow morning, I know my group will be at JV football. And Chloe's she's out of town. So anyway, we'll need some help out there for sure at the golf tournament. So anyway, just food for thought. National Coaches Day, Amy Berner sent me, and it is National Coaches Day. So congratulations and thank you to all the coaches. Here's the snap. Rodriguez looking around. The whistle blows. The ball was about to be I was going to say picked off by Gomez, but he dropped it. And
The ball was blown dead before.
Yeah, it was already.
False start on Hagerman Bobcats.
Back them up. Back them up.
That's just like as the game goes on, he's like less motivated to speak about the game.
Maybe his wife went up there and visited him. You telling people not to give me no money?
We got Alondra Maureen listening.
Now it's time to
One of our
recognize
volleyball,
cheerleaders here on the
one of our
sideline.
volleyball players for the Eunice Lady Cardinals.
In recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness for October. Tonight's cheerleaders, Ruby Ortega,
Yeah, so
freshman.
we appreciate everybody listening, getting lots of messages. The Hagerman group is recognizing their cheerleaders here today. It's 1st and 15, ball spotted at the 20. Hagerman heads to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez, the left-hand quarterback in the backfield, takes the snap, looking past the whole way, throws it over to the right side, and a host of Cardinals hits him as the ball gets there, and the ball's on the grass.
Yeah, he seen the hit coming, so he dropped the ball real quick. That hit was brought to you by Devon Energy and Guns Up. That fumble recovery was brought to you by Eunice Wrecker and Rentals and Redbird Grass and Lobo Trucking.
Did you say Redbird Grass?
Grass. That's
Was
a new.
that,
That's a new sponsor.
I was
They
gonna
started
say-
selling grass too.
Well, there's already several grass shops in Eunice, I believe.
That's
There's
a good name,
they
huh?
They got one on every block in
Oh, I'm
Hobbs.
telling you.
Hobbs has got grass shops everywhere.
I was in Oklahoma a while back. They got them in the littlest towns you ever seen, like 10 of them.
There's the snap. Rodriguez
deep.
throws that one down the field. And I believe that was Kevin Garcia in there.
Oh,
and
they're gonna
then
throw a flag.
Oh, my
flag,
goodness.
probably a good 3-4 seconds after the play.
It's like we're watching a Chiefs game.
They're going to call Eunice. They're going to call Eunice
I
for pass
concur with
interference,
that.
I'm
I do.
assuming.
The ball wasn't even catchable.
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference on Eunice, and so 47 to nothing
goodness.
is your score. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter on a running clock.
Are these officials getting paid by the hour, or what are we doing here?
Let's
I'm just
let's see
asking for a
let's see if they're
friend.
going to move it. They're thinking about it. Look here.
I don't know which way to go, boss.
Oh, they moved it. They no sign, no nothing. We're just moving it. All right, here we go. First
We're just
and
going to
10.
make it a first down, y'all.
This ball spotted at the 35. Hagerman heads to the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez in the backfield. I believe that is Arbalos back there with him. Takes the snap, looking past the whole way.
Like,
Throws
I'm just
it
gonna
down
throw
the
a
left
pass.
side of the
Cannon.
field. And
In
it's
it. Oh, in
picked-
the other hands in it.
my
Oh, and it's
gosh.
caught by the Hagerman player.
It goes in. Was that Garcia?
Yeah, in the hands of Garcia, it lands in their number one. So it's number one versus number one out there.
I was already saying that Garcia had
man.
the
I
interception.
thought he had it.
Nah,
it
nah.
went in his hands and then bounced out and landed in the Hagerman player's hands. That was Arbalos, the running
Remember,
back.
keep in mind, he's a running back, so they usually
Yes.
hand him the ball.
Well, I mean, he needs to keep passing the ball because the chances are if they don't catch it, they're going to call a pass
Pass
interference.
And Garcia out there, number one, guarding number one, the two running backs.
It's one on one, huh?
And Garcia, our running back, hands it to their running back on the pick.
I like it. I like it.
First and 10, ball spotted. We'll call it the 35. I can't really tell from the angle that we're at. Here's the snap. Rodriguez looking past the whole way. Throws it down the field. He's got a man there.
Oh, he almost got that.
And, man, that was almost a circus catch.
Nice pass there.
My camera just don't.
Just couldn't quite make
It
the
just
connection.
don't focus quick. when you
Yeah,
get-
that's that's what all those people were saying earlier, that when you're moving and when you focus, that when you move it all goes blurry and
But
it just looks
when
like
you
a
zoom
flash.
in with that other lens, as soon as you got there, it would focus. This
Oh,
one,
yeah.
it takes a minute.
Yeah, we've got a different lens on this camera than the old one. They got us a new camera this year, but the cool wide lens that we had
We need a
before.
new camera, guys, so
don't
we really
fit.
need. No camera ain't going to do nothing.
They might. That's probably the way to go.
So here goes Hagerman back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle to number 16. That's Aguilar. Had some Aguilars in Eunice back in the day. On my team, we had Matthew Aguilar.
He was fast, too.
Stephen Aguilar a couple of years before that.
Bring it to about
I don't remember Steven.
Steve was Matthew's
Oh,
brother.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Stephen was a lineman. Jackie Miller and the Millers, we appreciate you. We're always, we're always worried about the Millers. You got to meet the Millers. You got to take care of the Millers. I watched a movie once about y'all hauling drugs back and forth. Y'all were running across the border. That was the different Millers.
Might have been the cousins or something like that.
The Motas say the grass shop is the Mota shop. And,
the Mota shop, more Mota for me.
More Mota.
Oh, come on, there's a flag right there.
No.
Come on, buddy.
No.
Now what? Pass interference?
No, they're going to call him for some sort of
unnecessary roughness. Heaven forbid you tackle somebody out here. I'm tagging myself up.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to, I would guess they're going to call the penalty on Eunice and give some more yardage. We're down to 2:39 here in the third quarter. We're liable to mess around and play this whole game.
I concur. And I really don't want to. I got to go to Kermit in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a late hit there.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they called a late hit on the Cardinals.
Mercy.
I don't know how you can call a late hit when the whistle ain't even blown.
I guess you didn't hear the whistle. Yeah. Oh, it's against Hagerman.
No.
Yeah, didn't you walk it back this way?
Yeah, but he's just coming back here.
Oh, come to the original line?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
I don't know if you just heard the Eunice coach, but he yelled, "That's terrible." I concur.
Terrible.
Terrible.
What's that guy's name? Terrible.
Yeah, so.
Dude, this is the first time Hagerman had so many first downs.
Well, most of them were official led.
Official led? I'm telling you, the Chiefs out there playing.
I'm telling you.
So Hagerman heads back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10
throw
after the
pass.
penalty.
He's wide open.
Left side.
Intercepted.
Ball's picked off by Gomez. He's heading down the right side. He's being chased from behind. Trying to get through. He does. Oh, he had one more guy to beat on that right side, and there comes the flags flying again.
That's probably a pass interference. They'll bring it back and give him 10 yards or 15.
Oh, he jumped too high.
He jumped too high.
Let's see what they call here. 1:15. The clock is still ticking, too. One thing about all these penalties is the whole time they're discussing them, the clock's running.
Yep.
They called a personal foul face mask this time against Hagerman, so that'll add 15 yards, I believe, to the end of that.
Yep.
And Eunice's offense already on the field. Trying to see who's out there, if it's the normal group.
They're out there saying, just tell us when you're ready.
It's the big boys.
You know, the only reason that it looks like some of our linemen may not be the big boys.
Did you see Thompson throw a cartwheel out there?
No, I was trying to look at our line. I was thinking it looked like some of our young linemen are out
They're going
there.
deep right here.
So Eunice heads
nobody's
back to the
covering
line
green
of
gloves.
scrimmage. They hand it straight up the middle to Garcia. He's bobbing, weaving. He
going.
breaks through, and now he bops over to the
get
right
there,
side,
get
the
there.
30, the 25,
Ooh,
20,
speed
15,
kills.
10, 5.
Woo!
That's the ball game,
Kevin
boys.
Garcia. And that is your ball game. The Eunice Cardinals 53, Hagerman 0.
And counting.
So that was a 54-yard TD by Kevin Garcia. Man, I got to tell you, looking at this, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough to select a player of the game here today. You had Castro, who had an amazing game. You got Kevin Garcia that had an amazing game. I tell you what, though, I'm gonna go with my special teams guy today, Mr. Hernandez.
Nick Hernandez.
He comes in. Nick Hernandez comes in.
Stepped right in.
And stepped right in.
Literally.
And after his first kick, after that, man, he's booming them over the trees. And so Nick Hernandez will be the Eunice player of the game for our broadcast. Mr. Hernandez, we appreciate you, appreciate all that you do. We've got green gloves over here.
The clock. My wife Christina for the great spot.
And he calls down Mr. Jones. Go talk to him.
Called him out. Are they going to jiu-jitsu or what's happening?
No, he wants his gift card.
Oh.
Until next time.
You tell him thank you for appreciating that hard work. So, gives a little love.
Good. That's
Hope we don't break an ankle coming back up here, but it'll be all right.
Don't break an ankle, Jimmy.
Break a leg, they said.
Yeah, but I think they're just like that's a what do you call it?
Acting.
Yeah.
So Old Green Gloves was our player of the game last week. He was just thanking us for that. So we appreciate him. Maddox with a great game. This week's player of the game, and we could have picked a half a dozen of them. They all played great. Nick Hernandez, our step-in kicker, he stepped in as Woods was injured and did an amazing job. Nick Hernandez, our employee spotlights was a double. Jesse Pilcher, Ashley Nelson. We appreciate you. Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Devon Energy is hiring, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and Herrera's Oilfield Services.
Some more cardio, boss.
Man, I'm breathing hard.
Them steps, Scotty.
Senior Bash Cookout next week before the Jow game, 5 to 7. Seanberry Golf Tournament the following weekend. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate you. Any final thoughts?
Hey, people who came out here and watched the game from Eunice, be safe going home. You too, Mr. Jones, and we'll see you next week.
I'll be gone next week. Charlie and Rosendo will have it without me. I'll be in Vegas. My wife's got a New Mexico Junior College meeting up there all week, and I'm going along as the tag-along. I'll be suffering.
The +1, you're going to ruin her week, aren't you?
That's right. That's right. So for Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. The final score here, 53 Eunice, Hagerman 0.